The murdering animals. No, we're in the office. Yeah. No, not the auto save. Which one? This one. Okay, it's WASD, right? Right? Uh, okay, got it. Hopefully. Oh, we're in the shop? What happened?
Me realizing that microphone wasn't doing any detection on my end. It had the wrong input. So I'll say it even quicker this time. Exposition, alternate timelines, Iris' Somnium Path 2. So if you remember with Path 1, after you get out of the Somnium, she's like, take me home or whatever. But as you're driving her home, she has to stop at Marble, and she texted Oda to go to Marble ahead of her, and then Oda tases you in the neck. This is essentially the same sequence of events, but rather than going to Marble, you go to the diner instead. It's a similar sequence of events, but obviously you're not going to get tased this time. Or at least whatever happens, you're not going to, whatever, I'll just let it play out.
Yeah, I did. Yesterday in Akihabara. I was nervous thinking about Tessa. I couldn't stop imagining what dirty, perverted dojin plots you were acting out with her.
Okay, take it chill, my dude. That's your problem, okay?
As long as I am in your eye socket, that won't happen.
Preach, Aiba.
Speaks for you.
Wouldn't happen
Speak for
anyway.
yourself, Aiba. Maybe you're into some freaky shit.
Excuse me? No, she's not. Okay. He's like, she's too young for me, okay?
She's in the living room in the back. I think she's watching TV or something.
Okay.
Did you come all the way here just to ask me that?
Oda, take it chill.
So let's hear it. What is that thing?
That thing?
Yeah, spit it out, kid.
Don't play dumb. You sent that message to Iris.
Oh,
I won't tell anyone about that thing.
Yeah. And Iris is still acting weird.
Date, will you do me a favor?
What?
There's a picture on the counter, right?
Yeah, and?
I want you to take a good look at it.
The photo.
Yes, the photo.
Why is he being all sus? What's in it? Ah, what a jerk! Wait, you went down that easily?
Hey, you didn't get tased that time.
He went down that easily.
And because you didn't get tased that time, Aiba is still functioning.
Interesting. Oh yeah, because the electrical thingy, yeah.
Yeah. You didn't get shorted.
Electrical zappy fail, you know?
Head is pounding. time is it?
And yeah, cast iron skillet, bro.
The day has turned over. It is Monday, 2:50 a.m. You've been unconscious for nearly 5 hours.
Dang, that's a long time, bro.
You know what that time might mean, you know? Getting pretty close to the time in which Oda and Iris were murdered.
Uh-oh.
Ota got me, didn't he?
He did. He struck you over the head with the walk.
Little bastard.
Why
did he do
In
that?
my walk. That's a
Oh, no.
lyric from a Beastie
But
Boys
afterward, he ran off with Iris.
I thought you made that up.
How do you know?
I thought you made that up on the fly.
No.
You
Should've
had
known
lost
better.
Consciousness, but I was still watching. I recorded video of the incident. Take a look.
And then Oda had that creepy smile. Creep.
Tessa, wait! I'll get the car.
You witch! You stay away from my boy!
I love how Mayumi didn't do anything about you.
Nope. She's not worried at all
Unless
about
Iris
you.
is about to knock her out.
Tessa! What's wrong? Did something happen?
No, everything's fine.
Okay, let's go.
Ota.
Creepy. What happened?
Why didn't you chase them?
Asking that to an eyeball.
I'm sorry.
Literally. She's like, huh?
You should have jumped out of my eye and ran after them.
Oh, see. Okay.
I couldn't move. The mechanics controlling my ambulatory motion were short-circuited by the blow to your head.
Yeah,
Date,
Mayumi's a
the
little
boss is
adamant,
calling.
in case it wasn't obvious.
How am I gonna report this one?
Date, listen. Stay calm, but this is an emergency.
Oh
Now
no.
the killer... Well, just watch the video. I sent the address to Aiba.
And she's sus too.
I mean, yeah, at the end of the previous route, she domed, what's his name? Tsujima, the congressman.
Like, what is happening? It was he was involved with like the gangster people. With the,
Yes.
Yeah, that's,
No, that's...
The criminal
Kid.
is streaming
I
this
forget her
live.
name. Meets... Meet.
Aiba, the source.
Identified. The
Fucking
Okira
whatever.
Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse.
Reno
Covent
Hira's
District.
wife.
oh yeah.
She was running a racket with the Kumakura gang, in which Tsujima also has involvement. I honestly forget a lot of the details.
Okira?
There's a lot going on. Okay.
Yes, there's a lot going on. A lot of the details in that
Date,
respect
focus.
don't matter all that much, as much
Yeah.
as much as just there being a connection between all of these people.
We need to get to the site now.
We're not gonna make it. We're not gonna make it.
Well, actually, so that's the difference between the previous timeline and this one. You were too far away in the previous timeline, but you were close enough in this one.
Oh.
I kept my foot to
because
the gas
shop
the
is
whole time.
closer?
Yes, and maybe you wake up a little bit earlier. Not sure.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Okay.
I could feel the sweat on my palms. The engine raised a high-pitched scream, but I could barely hear it. My heartbeat was pounding in my ears, shaking me to the core. how much time had passed. The feeling of time itself had disappeared. Eventually, the car reached a long bridge. Shortly after, the image changed.
That sick bastard.
Oh my god. No, I can't. No.
Right, but this is where Oda comes in to be like, I'll save the day!
No. The suspense man is still there, though.
Tessa! Hold on! I'll save you!
Ota!
Stay away from Tessa!
The way he puts his hands up.
Ah!
I'm like, bro,
Let's
what are you gonna do?
I'm like
Bro, what are you
5'2".
Almost
Let's
reached
fight.
the destination.
Weigh like 100 pounds, maybe. Soaking wet.
It's actually probably even shorter than that.
Please, please let me make it in time.
Yeah, you make it to the Okura fishing before somebody gets sawed in half live.
Ugh.
You okay?
Not before Oda got stabbed, though.
Where did they go?
Through the back door.
Just hang on, Ota. Help is on the way.
Well, you should probably let the police department
Don't worry.
know
Iris is alive.
that somebody is severe injury. I mean,
Backup is en route to this location.
wouldn't be surprising if they already had
That's it.
ambulances en
Pursue the
route in the
culprit.
first place, but...
All right.
Well,
I'm
maybe
on it.
Aiba told them.
That's true. Yeah, but you would at least let them know what kind of injury to expect.
Oh,
Which
yeah,
is
that's true.
Stab wound, profusely bleeding.
Somebody's eye socket got removed. Yeah.
Well, that
Or
one's
somebody's
not.
eye
Well,
got
that,
removed.
yeah, that one's not that important though, because it's not like obviously having only one half of your eyesight is awful. But the actual
but you
like
wanna make sure
injury,
it's, like,
but the actual injury
disinfected.
itself is not like serious.
Yeah, but it's gonna hurt, and usually you want to get pain meds for that. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, but she's unconscious. Anyways,
Monday.
Any traces of the culprit?
Still nothing.
Girl, I don't trust you. You sus.
We also didn't catch the culprit on any of the surveillance cameras. They probably got away through the back alley.
yeah. The strange thing is though, is that
While
Boss
wearing
has
a
no
polar bear
motivation to
costume.
kill any of the people that have been killed so far. She just
Well,
works
like-
for the police. Well, I mean, she does show up in 47s or a prisoner. Was it 49 or 47? Or was it 29? Whatever his number is. Falco.
Yeah.
She does show up in Falco's Somnium at the end there. She has a connection to the original Cyclops serial killings.
Yeah, and then like.
But outside of
wouldn't give
that-
any information.
Yes, but
Being
outside
kind of dodgy.
But outside of that, she doesn't have any motivation to target the specific people that have been targeted and killed. She had no reason to target fucking Renju's wife. Forget her fucking name. No reason to target Renju. No real reason to target Iris.
Maybe she's crazy.
I mean, she might be. I'm just pointing out, there's a lot that doesn't. She would have had no reason to target Sosajima, as far as we know. So there's still a lot that doesn't really add up. With her being the culprit.
Hmm.
Maybe they took it off and threw it in the ocean.
If it were filled with something heavy, it would sink to the bottom.
It would eventually show up, though, wouldn't it?
Not if you don't fish it up. If you fill the thing with rocks, it's not gonna just suddenly start floating eventually.
Okay, look, because I watch, murder mystery shows, sometimes it's not heavy enough and they bloop, 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 you know?
Well, yeah, but that's because it's not heavy enough.
So you never know if it was filled with rocks and, like, wasn't heavy enough, bloop, bloop, bloop. You know what I mean? Bloop, bloop. You know?
It would be more likely to decompose in the water before then.
Well, if it's synthetic, then maybe not, you know. If it has microplastics, then no.
I have
You
microplastics
should
in
ask
my
Aiba
testicles.
about that.
Ew! Nobody needs to know that. TMI, gross.
Sorry, that's a bit because it's also true, not about me specifically, but about just like people
In general,
yeah. We have so much
there's, like,
microplastics in our
microplastics.
water that people are eating microplastics in their testicles.
Yeah, microplastics like are in breast milk, so yeah. But the way you said it, okay. I'm scarred for life, thank you.
Yes, I have already done some research. Okiura Fishery is owned by the Okiura we know. Renju's father created the company.
But he's not related to it. Yeah.
Another connection to Renju.
No, actually. Currently, Okiura Fishery has nothing to do with Renju. The company has been managed by office representatives for the past 17 years after Renju's father died. Renju holds no shares and is not involved in the management.
So it's like father didn't leave it in the will to him?
No,
In
he
short,
sold it off.
Renju did not inherit the
Oh,
company
actually,
from
never
his
mind.
father.
You're right.
It was
He did
instead
not
given
inherit
to
it.
other persons.
Yeah.
Immediately corrected.
Loser. I remember things sometimes, okay?
Yeah. So
So
the
it's a
use of the
coincidence the criminal
Okiura
chose
fishery
that
is
location?
largely a coincidence.
Unknown.
They were taken to Central Hospital. Ota's surgery went well. He's in treatment now.
Yo, he's alive!
Aw, that sucks. But okay. I wouldn't have minded if Oda died, honestly, okay?
Well,
He's not my favorite.
Well, he did die in the other timeline.
Yeah, but in this timeline that we're currently in, you know? Dang. He kind of freaks me out a little bit. He's kind of weirdo.
He's stable, nothing life-threatening.
Surprisingly, man, he lost tons of blood.
Just don't regret those words, because he's not a bad person.
Iris, though.
No.
Is she still in surgery?
Yeah.
Oh. For her eyeball?
Well, I mean, she was also apparently put under heavy anesthetic of some kind.
Oh.
She was unconscious.
But they have to do surgery for that? Don't they just pump your stomach?
I mean, I don't know. let them talk.
Confusion. Why is she in surgery?
Iris's left eye was forcibly removed. Because the optic nerve is connected to the brain, the surgery will take some time to
Brain
complete.
damage.
Okay, thanks, Aiba. Appreciate it. Wow, Aiba's so smart.
Yeah, I can't believe it. It's almost like she's some hyper intelligent artificial intelligence.
Wow, who would have thunk it, you know? No, it was
It's still
white clean.
ongoing, but they haven't found anything of note yet.
CSI
Date,
Miami.
Aiba, go to the warehouse again and investigate. You two might be able to find some useful clues. Of course. Hitomi's at the hospital, waiting for the surgery to finish.
And Mayumi?
She was at the hospital earlier, waiting for Ota to get out. I think she went back home to get some clothes and things for Ota's hospital stay.
Date, last night, Mayumi left the diner to chase after Iris and Ota. Perhaps she knows something.
Yeah, but she was like kind of unstable a little bit, you know? She's kind of kooky.
Yeah, she might. Let's listen to Mayumi's story.
Who's So again?
So
Oh, yeah.
So, Sejima? He was in Iris' Somnium yesterday.
Yeah.
Right. But Iris says she's never met him.
That weird ass fucking
Why not ask So about it?
scene.
Gross.
So lives in Azabu, right? I guess I could.
They're giving statements at HQ right now. The line is pretty long.
You could just talk to Mizuki.
Mizuki,
Right.
that's what her fucking name
She's
is.
part of the Okiura family, too.
Oh.
Oh, speaking of. Hey, boss. Did you end up sending anyone to take care of Mizuki yesterday?
Jeez, you're finally getting around to asking that?
First thing you asked. Oops.
Yes,
I mean, you were
she's
unconscious
fine.
for 5 hours,
I had
Date.
one of our new recruits take her. She took her back to your house, so Mizuki should still be there.
Alright, we got some
So
leads.
Mizuki's at home.
And I'm fairly certain she's furious with you.
I would think she'd be more concerned with like Iris and Ota right now, but you know.
Well,
After leaving her alone with Mama, I mean.
she would also be furious for Date failing to protect those two.
Oh yeah. That's true.
All right, boss. I'm going to investigate all this.
Got it. We're counting on you.
Let's go, Aiba.
Roger that.
Alright, let's go, baby.
So many leads. It's just you're not allowed on my desk right now.
Let my boy live, okay?
No, I have some components on my desk right now, and I don't want him to get his hair on them.
God, what a mean dad. What a mean cat dad.
These cars have been parked here since before 3:17 a.m.
One van and one station wagon.
It seems pretty, you know, self-evident who those cars belong to.
What, the company?
I asked him about the investigation, but there's been no progress. No, they don't. They don't belong to the Okiura fishery, and they don't belong to the police department.
Do they belong to the bad guys? I'm confused. Who do they belong to? Oh, Oda and Iris? One of them does?
They took one car. Yes, those two took one car.
Then the other one's gonna be the bad guys?
There was somebody else
Who?
who.
The mom?
Yes. I mean, I don't know for sure, because obviously it's been a long time since I played this game, but to me it seems pretty apparent that the cars belong to Oda and Iris for one of them, and Mayumi for the other. It could be somebody else for the other one, though. Cold storage warehouse became the scene of a horrible crime this morning. Nobody died, though. Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse.
This station wagon is a stolen car.
Stolen?
Last night, the owner of the vehicle reported it stolen. It was stolen at 10:33 p.m. yesterday. The theft occurred in Fuchu, Tokyo, in the parking lot of Famisto, a convenience store along Koshu Highway.
The Famisto parking lot, huh?
The car was stolen while the owner was shopping inside the store. The vehicle's engine was on.
Okay, who leaves their car on while they go shopping, but okay.
The doors might have even been
I mean, they might have
unlocked,
only
which
intended
would
to
have
be
made
there
the
for like
theft
2
easy
minutes.
for the culprit.
It's still stupid, but, you know.
Bad idea, bro.
Who took the car?
Ota Matsushita.
Ota, come on, you loser face.
What?
Ota got into the car and drove off. The security cameras at the convenience store caught the entire incident.
Ota. I'm shaking my head in shame.
Ota's fingerprints were also found on the steering wheel of that car.
Shame, shame, shame.
There is no doubt that it was Ota.
The stream of the polar bear started around 3 a.m.
Correct. About 10 minutes later, Ota appeared on screen.
Ota stole the car at 10:33 p.m. That makes 4.5 hours until he appeared on screen.
The station wagon Ota stole.
Who owns the van?
The Matsushita family. It appears as though it was used for transporting ingredients and supplies.
Tessa, wait! I'll get the car.
Oh, right. I'm remembering.
Ota's fingerprints were found on the steering wheel and gearshift. Iris's fingerprints were found around the passenger seat. Those were the only prints recently made.
Okay, so we took both cars?
Yes. And I'm kind of
Was there
remembering
anything
why
else
that's the
found inside
case.
the car?
There was one thing.
What was it?
Ota's cell phone. The one he purchased 2 days ago in Akihabara. It slid under the driver's seat.
Where's the phone now?
Its data is being inspected and evaluated. I cannot find anything in the vicinity that could be a clue.
Me either. Let's check inside the warehouse. Wow, it's cold in here.
The air conditioners have stopped. However, the insulation in the walls has kept the room temperature close to what it was this morning.
I should finish this investigation before I freeze to death.
Well then, you had better get started.
Inspector What's-His-Name is back.
I forgot his name already. Do you have a family? Weird
No, unfortunately, I live alone.
Unfortunately, girl, I'd be happy to live alone. Okay?
With a job like this, I don't really get the chance to meet new people.
Once this case is wrapped up, how about you and I go to a cabaret club together?
Okay, Date.
Hey, now you're talking. You're buying, right?
Sure, I'll expense it.
I recorded that conversation. I will be sending it to the
Aiba,
boss
don't be a
later.
party pooper.
On second thought, why don't we split it?
Aw, lame.
Party pooper.
No, nothing so far. Yeah, wish it were under better circumstances. Too bad you're not a girl. This could be the start of something.
Ew.
Huh. Yeah, thinking the same thing.
Ew. Why? Why are we thinking that? That's so weird.
Because
I don't know,
Date is a weird guy.
I don't know, Date. I think you need to assess what gender you're into. Okay.
Date is an omnisexual.
Good one, Date.
Have I asked you before?
Yeah.
Wait, give me a second. That's coming back to me. It
Oh
has something
Lord.
to do with glass?
Where are you getting this from? I have a pretty unique name.
Oh my God! Again.
Yeah.
Do you remember now?
Yeah, I think I've got it. It was 3 syllables. Something like, 6 letters long.
That's very specific to remember, but then not remember what the name is.
You remember?
That's because
all
Date
that,
is
but
bullshitting.
not
He
my
does
name?
remember the name.
Okay, well, yes. Otra vez.
You still don't know.
No, not yet, but I've almost got it.
This is me. I never remember anybody's names, okay? This is me in real life. But actually being serious.
3 syllables, 6 letters. Kodaka. Right?
Not even close.
The inspector's doing his duties as usual.
Do you want me to just tell you?
No, give me a hint.
You're taking the fun out of it. Come on.
It starts with Ka.
Starts with Ka, 3 syllables, 6 letters.
You're making this sound like a riddle.
It is a riddle.
Is it Kanaisa?
Yeah, sure, man. That's my name.
Might as well be. You know what?
Yeah.
You can call me whatever you want at
His
this point.
name is Kanaisa. Probably born between June 22nd and July 22nd.
How does he know that?
It's a horoscope thing,
Again?
I'm pretty sure. I don't know what it is. That's my friend Kanaisa. I wouldn't know what astrological sign is that month, that set of dates.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure you can keep asking his name, by the way.
I checked this place point by point, but didn't find nothing.
Didn't find nothing.
Yeah, some engineer from NRIPS created a jacket lined with heating wires. That keeps me warm. Nice, right? All the cops and inspectors around here are wearing them.
Except Date.
He doesn't need it, okay? Too cool
A
for it.
police officer. Oh no, that's the end of his dialogue? Oh.
Thank God.
There's a cardboard box on the floor. There's nothing in it.
Thank the Lord.
A video camera and laptop. This is what the criminal used to stream.
Just like us. Oh, we're criminals too.
All of these items have been bought
Hey,
from
speak
pawn
for
shops and
yourself,
thrift stores.
okay?
It would be
I'm an
difficult to
upstanding
determine a suspect
citizen.
from them.
Imagine buying a laptop from like a pawn shop.
I have logged into the Wi-Fi in this warehouse.
You have no idea what's on the fucking drive.
Okiura Fishery Co., Ltd. is
I've
listed
seen-
as the owner.
Some people who do that, like, buy computers from, like, Goodwill, old computers, and they, like, fix them up, and I
Well,
think
sure.
somebody was-
Yeah, you can buy. It depends on the kind of computer that you're buying. Laptops, you're not. It's not recommended to do that with, because laptops, most of them are not constructed to be repairable. They're not constructed for you to be able to open them up and fiddle around with the parts. Their parts will be like soldered together or like glued together or whatever, in such a manner that's very unfriendly to replace individual parts too. But with PCs, you can open them up and you can just unscrew some stuff and unlatch some stuff and throw different stuff in. That's why people tend to build their own PCs, because you can buy all of the individual parts yourself, and in the process of doing so, you learn a lot about how the computer functions and gets put together. But for some, the more important part is you can customize it to get the specifications that you want or need, while being able to filter down the price to a range that you can afford.
Yeah, this girl was helping me build a PC and, like, tell me about the parts and stuff. It was nice. She's a nice girl.
Could ask me for help.
Admit. Okay, you're kind of fussy sometimes, okay? I gotta ask a girl for help, okay? I was like, I don't know what I'm doing, and she's like, let me help you, and I'm like, okay, thanks. She's a nice girl.
However, I found the password written directly on the router. Anyone who saw it could have used it.
A video camera and laptop used for the stream. We probably can't find the culprit with these, though.
I was like, was watching a video. I think it was on Instagram. It was an Instagram reel, and it was like this girl playing The Sims 4 on her laptop with like what was it, like 100 and something customs, and like the laptop is like burning up. And this one girl said she puts her laptop like on a block of ice so it doesn't overheat. I'm like,
that's one way to do it, I suppose. Yeah, that's one of the things with laptops. Why that's one of the major reasons why laptops don't work as well as PCs. Is because they are a lot more difficult to cool.
Yeah, and she's like, I put like a towel like in between, like a thick towel. She's like, and there were like guys in the
you'd probably have more
in the chat.
You'd have more success putting it straight on the ice block than with a towel in between.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but I mean, she said
towels are not very towels are not very thermally conductive.
I mean, I don't know. She said it worked, but like whatever. And there were like guys in the chat that were like, "Oh my god, just get a gaming PC." And like, I was like, "Look, girls don't want to mess with the aesthetic of their house and of their room, first of all, and then like we make space for all of our stuff, and then we add a PC and like a monitor. We have to like mess up our whole aesthetic and like rearrange stuff to make room for it."
See, but
and not a lot of women want to like, mess up with their aesthetic like that.
Spaces like that are aesthetic though. If you already have a desk, it's not that much different as long as that desk is near an outlet. You just get a power strip, maybe two, depending on how many peripherals you have. And clear off the desk and slap the computer down either on top of or underneath.
But then you gotta find a new place to put that stuff. You know what I mean? And then it's like, ugh, because you already have your space in your house exactly how you want it, and then you like add something else, and then like let's say like. And then like other women were like, I only play like The Sims, or like that's it. Like, why would I get a gaming PC if I only just play Sims?
Well, yeah, you wouldn't get a gaming PC if you only play The Sims. But the caveat to that, I would say, is that when you have that PC, chances are you will start doing more than just playing The Sims. And not necessarily from a gaming perspective either. But just you will have a lot more of a capacity to just like do things freely and comfortably with that PC available.
More possibilities.
Yeah, because while like obviously with laptops and such, you can like lay down in beds and like go all over the place or whatever, but I personally find like having that having a desk and a nice chair behind that desk is more comfortable, if anything, than using laptops or whatever, because then you can actually make use of things like keyboards and mouses, which just make using the computer easier. You can have more monitors. You're trading off mobility for accessibility.
And then you're adding a second monitor, and then when you're like, okay, great, like I gotta add something else to my desk, like,
well,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and then like you're spending a lot of money.
Well, yes, it is a lot of money. And then you're
spending a lot of money on it, and when women are like maybe like women are like, I want to spend that like on eyelashes or like getting my nails done. Or like clothes, you know what I mean? So like it's like an added expense you got to put to your budget that like kind of weren't expecting. So it's that added thing to it.
It's funny to think about for me, because like when you think about the individual expense of like a computer rig, including with all of the stuff included, that as like a thing is expensive, but when you think about it in terms of when you contrast that against not just the utility but also like your income level, which I mean for some people is not a lot, but in like the grand scheme of things, it's like not actually that expensive, depending on the power of the stuff that you get. Like, it could run you, like, for everything included, probably between $3,000 to $5,000, which is, like, it's like a price range that's a lot and not a lot simultaneously, you know?
Yeah, and like, but like women, what? I get my nails done every 2 weeks, which is around $40 to $50. And then like, let's say women want to get their eyelashes done. That's probably like what, $100 every 3 weeks. And then let's say you get a haircut, like what? Getting a haircut and getting your hair colored is around $100 to $200. You know what I mean? So it's like,
just don't do beautification for a year, and you're able to get the rate.
Beautification is more important. I'm so sorry.
I mean, you've seen how I look. I'm obviously not preferential to beautification in any capacity.
That's why nerds who have girlfriends like beautify their men. Okay.
I've been avoiding getting a haircut for like at least 2 weeks at this point, just because I'm fucking lazy.
I'm telling you, you need a haircut. Okay?
I do need a haircut. Yes,
You can keep the beard, but like you need a little trim. Okay, don't touch the beard.
3 a.m. this morning. Iris was lying right here.
You're not allowed. Okay, I'm your boss, basically.
Well,
if Ota
I'm never
hadn't
touching
come
the
to
beard,
save her,
but...
it would have been too late.
Like, it would be like I wonder what you would look like without the beard, but then I'm like I don't want to know. You know what I mean?
Well, no one has known since I was 15, so.
Do you start growing facial hair, like a full-on facial hair? It wasn't like peach fuzz?
Yeah, it was somewhere in between my sophomore and junior years of high school.
Oh my god. That's crazy. So you just showed up to school with like...
Over the course of that summer, I grew a rather hefty beard, and then from then on I have periodically trimmed it.
That is so funny. Wild.
Usually every couple months.
That machine is used to cut ice. We have gathered testimony from the workers regarding it.
And for cutting through flesh, apparently.
This has always been in the warehouse, so the suspect did not bring it here.
What a dangerous ass machine for cutting ice. But then again, ice is not exactly the easiest thing to cut, so...
Yeah, and if it's like huge blocks on top of that. So
yeah.
Like... So it would seem like the killer would have to know what's in this warehouse, what's kept here, and like that it was unoccupied, that it was easy to get into. You know what I mean?
Yes, on some level, the killer is aware of the logistics of what they're doing because they're putting on like a sort of performance or show in their murders, and so they have to be, and on some level, aware of the allowances of the locations that they're using. But then again,
so either they're like,
never mind,
maybe they're like,
something stupid.
I want to say maybe they're like a higher up person in like a company, so they kind of like know what's going on in different areas.
I mean, as it stands, as it stands, that would parse if Renju had like a close associate, like manager or secretary of some kind, because as it stands, all of the victims have been related to Renju. There is his ex-wife, there's him himself, and there's Iris, who is his employee. Oda got murdered as not like a part of the, or it got like collateral. Oda was like kind of collateral for the murderer.
Yeah. Like, oh well, here, someone stabbed you, but like we're gonna pull you off to the side because you're not really important.
Oda interfered with the murder of Iris, and so he got murdered as a consequence. And then in the other timeline where you didn't show up in time, when you come to the crime scene, he's in the location where Iris was being live streamed at. He was placed as a prop there.
Oh yeah, that's right. Ugh.
Any fingerprints?
Nothing. No fingerprints have been found at the scene at all. This entire warehouse is clean.
Interesting.
I see.
Seem pretty good at covering their tracks.
Nice cutting machine. It's been here for a while, so it wasn't moved. Yeah, an experienced killer in some capacity. This is the workbench Iris was laying on. I can't find any clues here.
The tires of the forklift are clearly frozen to the ground.
It hasn't been moved in a long time. What are you thinking?
Nothing. It just seemed noteworthy.
Forklift is stopped. It looks like it hasn't been moved in years. I don't know if this has anything to do with what happened this morning.
Yeah, I was like, why have a forklift in there and like have it frozen in place? But it could just be like, oh, they just kept it in there just because they didn't have anywhere else to put it.
A forklift. I don't see anything special about it.
There are only a few items on the shelf. Is this warehouse not in use?
I can't find any leads on the shelf. A wooden box on the shelf. It's empty. Yeah, that's like the main thing about this being the murder scene, is that they had to have known that this warehouse was in disuse. A hook is hanging from the ceiling crane, but they could have learned that from like any number of ways. There's nothing definitive there to say that they could have scoped out locations ahead of time or whatever. You know, there's nothing there to definitively point to anybody in one way or another. That would come as like a later piece of evidence that would line up as for a suspect as other things are lining up too. It would be like, oh, they would have known that it was in disuse for this reason. You know, shelves packed with cardboard boxes. I asked the cop on the scene and he said there wasn't anything special in them. There's a dark spot over there. The shadows on the left catch my eye. Yeah, it's faintly visible. It's set to the left.
Where?
To the left of the shelves.
Yeah. Over here?
Yeah. There's Date was indicating that there's something in that space. Shadows on the left catch my eye.
But like where?
To the left of the shelves. That's the right. An oil drum.
It really does look like Reika from that cabaret club in Nakamaguro.
What part of her looks like a metal tube?
Oh. I was like, when it's not turning green, what happened?
It's dark
We're
over
looking way too far
Is it
up.
of concern?
Yeah, but without some light, I can't see.
I am perfect for times like this.
It's so comical that like all these crime scene investigations take place with Date just like standing in the center and just like looking around, and he doesn't ever like approach things.
There's something there.
He has perfect eyesight, man.
You should go pick it up.
It's funny.
Huh. I recognize this.
An Odoroki Man chocolate. You've been collecting them for 3 years. Each chocolate contains a special sticker inside. Years ago, you started buying them for Mizuki, but eventually, you got hooked on them. Even after
chocolate.
Mizuki lost interest, you kept buying them.
That's a bittersweet memory. The Odoroki Man chocolate. Why is this here?
Perhaps we can use it as a clue. Let's investigate further.
Uh-oh, he's gonna get a cold.
Yeah.
Oh, it's freezing.
Date, we're at our limit. We've examined everything of interest here. Let's go elsewhere.
I agree.
My man should have put on some gloves.
He should have put on that special whatchamacallit?
The what?
Special jacket.
Heated wire lined jacket. Yeah.
Who might you be?
It's me, Kaname Date. We met yesterday. I gave you my card.
Oh. So how can I help you?
And you saw me knocked out on the floor?
Yeah,
You remember that?
She did not see that. She ignored you on the floor.
Wow. I wish I could just ignore people who were laying on the floor, you know?
Oh, this?
As Mayumi spoke, she turned the photo toward me.
This is a family photo from when Ota was still small. I wanted to look at it again.
What is that?
He's got really small eyes. Don't worry about it.
I'm a horrible mother. I've always caused trouble for my husband and Ota.
Well, actually, I should
They've
point
helped me
out.
so many times.
So,
Such a burden.
that's his mouth right there. And then his eyes are up here. I don't remember if his eyes are like obscured by the smallness of the picture or if it's the line underneath. But either way.
That's
yes.
his mouth?
Yes, that is his mouth. It is not a neck fat fold. It's his mouth.
I thought it was like a part of his beard or something.
Yeah, he's got a really weird character design. Don't worry about it.
Ew, what a freak. Okay. Sorry, bro.
They were always smiling. They were so kind. I remember a gift they gave me one Mother's Day. They knew how much I liked floral patterns.
Oh, that knife?
So they gave me this apron and a kitchen knife. Oh, I was so happy. I was crying and smiling, and that's what this photo is from. It's kind of embarrassing, but isn't it such a nice photo?
Yes, that's very nice, Mayumi.
Yeah, Ota did not inherit his dad's height, though. He got that from his mom.
Oh, who knows?
Date, I did some research on her husband, Ota's father. His name is Matsushita.
Ew!
Oh, his eyes
I'm
are
so sorry.
below the line. That's what it is.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. What a weird character design.
Yeah, it makes a little bit more sense now that you see it like that, right?
Yeah. Okay.
He died of myocardial infarction 5 years ago.
What is that? I don't know that.
You're looking it up?
I'm about
Aiba's
to.
probably about to say.
Aiba, tell me what it is, Aiba.
What is going on here?
I mean, she just has trauma, okay?
Oh, I guess Aiba's not gonna say.
Okay, Aiba didn't tell me, so I gotta Google it.
Myocardial infarction.
Oh, it's a heart attack. Yeah, he died of a heart attack.
Fucking Aiba could have just said it was a heart attack.
Literally a heart attack. Oh my god. Yeah, thankfully my dad had a small heart attack and was in the hospital. Like, talk about good timing, man.
Packing? What are you talking about?
I thought you came here to pack some of Ota's things for his hospital stay.
Ota? At the hospital?
Oh my god, she's crazy. You're not gonna get anything out of her. She needs therapy.
My boy's fine. You shouldn't say things like that to a mother.
Therapy.
Oh, would they do a bit with the low table? Just to be sure, I decided to ask Mayumi about the Odoroki Man chocolate I found at the warehouse. They might make a joke with the low table. I took it out of my pocket to show her.
Do you know anything about this chocolate?
Oh, you like Odoroki Man?
Yes, actually. I was hooked on them at one point.
My Ota loves them too.
Oh, maybe it was Otis.
When he was younger, he used to collect all the stickers. He was the best at it. Last night? What time?
Before 10 p.m.
Oh, I was already asleep by 10.
Oh my god.
You were sleeping? That can't be.
She just blocks out her trauma.
You left the diner to chase after Ota and Iris. I saw the whole thing with my own left eye.
My own left eye.
Yeah, just specifically
Not
the left
eyes.
one.
Left eye?
Don't worry about it.
Not both your eyes?
See, same thing.
Well...
Anyway, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't go anywhere last night. I was asleep. I was dreaming.
Dreaming?
Yes, a very nostalgic dream. It was when my son had just started elementary school. I had Ota run an errand for me, and he was taking so long, and I was waiting. My husband said it was nothing to worry about, but I couldn't take it anymore and went to look for him. I found him at a traffic signal, crying. He said he couldn't come home because the signal was still red.
Should have taught him how to
Those
jaywalk.
crossing signals you have to push.
I read that a lot of people in Japan and like Europe like do not jaywalk at all.
That's crazy.
Like yeah, they just don't do it at all. Like when foreigners do it, they just look at them like, what the fuck are you doing?
That boy didn't
Taking
even notice
advantage of a lack of
He
traffic.
just stood in front of that red light. So stubborn. So stupidly honest. Ah, that's my Ota. He was so cute. I couldn't help it.
Date, I noticed something. Can you look at Mayumi with the thermal imaging turned on?
I
Do
didn't
you
know
see it?
thermal imaging could show you somebody's brain. What the fuck?
Me either. Google it.
That's, I mean, that's not how it
does.
works.
I think
It would
Aiba's-
not. Your brain is not uniquely colder than the rest of the head that surrounds it.
Part of her brain is blue.
Oh,
No,
I
it just
mean,
hurt.
I
Like-
guess the point is that like it's supposed to indicate that some of her brain, it's showing all of the brain, but it's supposed to show that some of her brain is colder than the rest of her body. For
I
some
mean,
reason.
Well, like, you know, they put you in those scans and it shows that like some people with like psychological disorders, like certain parts of their brains are like more active than other parts, and it's like
Yeah, I
with
don't know
different
how much that,
colors.
would that affect the temperature though? I wouldn't think
I don't know.
I don't think the brain scans are looking at temperature. I think
Yeah.
I think they're looking at electricity.
Yeah.
Electric
That's
signals.
what I would think.
But whatever,
That might
benefit
be
of
due
the
to low
doubt
blood flow
or
in that
suspension
part
of
of the brain.
disbelief. I mean, maybe they do look at temperature due to exactly the reason Aiba stated right here. They're looking at blood flow.
Which means...
Mayumi has an illness. I have checked her hospital records. For the past 6 years, Mayumi
That's a HIPAA
has been
violation.
suffering from dementia.
I was about to say, girl, that sounds illegal.
It is very illegal.
Symptoms vary considerably, but Mayumi appears to be afflicted by memory loss.
Then she doesn't need to be. Why is she by herself? Oh my god, somebody get a nurse.
She seems to be missing memories.
She's not in danger of hurting herself.
Yeah, but if she like wanders off, I mean, no.
So that's where those weird comments are coming from. Can she run a diner like that?
It isn't running.
What do you mean?
That's what I thought. I thought it was like just for pretend.
Matsushita Diner has been closed for 8 years. Matsushita Diner is near the Kabasaki district. It is not technically within the restricted area.
And didn't we already know this, like from the last timeline? I think they
Yes.
mentioned it.
However, after the chemical plant explosion, the number of potential customers must have dropped considerably. Before the accident, this diner managed quite well due to its proximity to Bloom Park. Patrons from Bloom Park would often eat here, being the cheaper option. But Bloom Park closed 8 years ago. The customers stopped coming, and then, naturally...
Does Mayumi not notice that the store is closed?
I do not think so.
Because of the dementia?
Yes.
So just Oda taking care of his mom? Well, he's not really even
Yes.
taking care of her because he's always off, like, with Iris and stuff, so.
I can't believe it.
Well, is that all? I have to start preparing for the dinner shift.
Mayumi stood and went to the kitchen.
Date, let's go. It's better that you leave things be.
You're right.
Yeah, trying to break a dementia patient out of their
Dementia.
routine like that is like not good. You just kind of gotta let them
Yeah.
do their thing.
So did you ever start watching The Witcher?
No,
Should. It's good.
I've been watching that. Ood told me how to pronounce it, but I forgot. It's like Doden, something. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Doro
The one with the
Hedoro.
guy's lizard head.
Doro Hedoro. Wait, I think that's Doro Hedoro.
Yeah.
That's a weird one. I never really watched any of it, but it looks like it had gross CGI. I think it's by Studio.
the
Is it
CGI.
by Studio Orange?
That's by Mappa.
Oh, then that explains why I thought the CGI wasn't that good from the trailers.
I thought you get the CGI. It's okay. Like
I would rather not have the approach of, oh, I'll get used to it looking ugly.
I mean, it's not like super ugly. You know what I mean? Okay, hold on, BRB.
What's the one recent all CG show? Oh yeah, Girls Band Cry. It's no Girls Band Cry though. That's what I'm getting at. It doesn't, like, even mid anime looks better than some of those all CG shows, just because CG just kind of looks awkward. But when you do it with like Girls Band Cry, then it looks phenomenal, you know. But it's not Girls Band Cry, so not terribly interested in the way it looks. Damn. It's quite the BRB, apparently.
Sorry, somebody called me.
Okay. Oh. I see. Yeah, it doesn't look like Girls Band Cry, so I'm not interested.
Yeah, it's not as good. The CGI is definitely not as good as that.
Yeah, you have to have CGI that's like roughly comparable to that of visual quality for me to be interested in watching your show. Because if it's not roughly comparable, then it's gonna look gross.
I do well, like, and
I'm not
and
interested in going blind for the sake of the plot.
And the show came out like in 2020, like when Attack on Titan came out, and when Attack on Titan used like CGI, heavily used CGI.
Yeah,
for their season 4.
It gave me like Berserk 2016 ass vibes when I watched the trailers, and I was like, bro, no. The manga I've heard is decent, but just no.
I really liked it because it just kind of like throws you into the world, and it's kind of like, hey, like you go and pay a bunch of money, and like you go talk to the devil like real quick, okay? And then you like go, and there's like sorcerers, and you just like hop into their world, and like you can like create a door to their world like out of sorcerer's like skin, and you're just like, okay, cool, you know?
Sure,
like it's just crazy.
But there's other shows that do that much better, or just read the manga. Like
and it's
you reminded me of Blood Blockade Battlefront, which basically does that as well. Or The Witcher.
Oh, gee. But and it's also created by a woman, so we support women in this house, okay? Like misandry, feminism, okay?
I only support women artists when their art is good, okay?
The art is good, though. I think the art is good. Because I have looked at like the first couple chapters of the manga.
Yeah, I might be willing to say that about the manga. I'm not willing to say that about the anime, without having actively watched or read either, but just like prima facie. What's that one series? Oh, it's Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Like, I support the author of Full Metal Alchemist all the way, balls deep. Not that kind of balls deep. Shouldn't have phrased it like that.
Calm down.
I support
microplastics.
I support that author all the way because her work is phenomenal.
But yeah, I think it's like a really cool concept, and the world is like gritty and dark, and it's nasty, and it's just like, it's so cool and imaginative. So like, I'm probably gonna read the manga. I'm gonna pay for it because like we support women in this house. So, like, I'm gonna go and like pay for it.
But like, I don't support J.K. Rowling because her art sucks. But like, you're basically selling to me Blood Blockade Battlefront, not Doro Hey Doro.
I've never heard of that.
And the reason why is because Blood Blockade Battlefront doesn't look ugly.
I've never heard of that though. I've never heard of that. We don't know her.
It's a really...
And if it's written by a man, then like, ew, gross.
Oh, I have no idea who wrote the manga, but it's a shonen series. That got 2 seasons of anime, and it's got really solid visuals, like really pretty good. A fairly unresolved plot, I would say, because it only did the 2 seasons and it's not gotten any sense. And I have no idea what the manga is like, but what exists for the show is very good. Mostly. Plot's a little weird at times, but...
Okay, I might check it out then. I guess I'll check it out.
Yeah, but you should check out The Witcher, because The Witcher is cool.
What is it on? What is The Witcher
Netflix.
on? Is it on Netflix?
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Okay. Okay.
I was having lunch with my coworkers the other day, and they were talking about some series, and they mentioned Game of Thrones, and liking Game of Thrones. And I was like, the fantasy series, the high fantasy series that I like is The Witcher. And one of the lady coworker was like, I like the guy who plays the Witcher because he's Superman. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Who is
I
Superman?
guess you like him because he's hot.
Of
Henry
course.
Cavill.
Who is Henry Cavill? Hold on, Googling.
He's Superman.
Henry Cavill.
He does a good job with serious characters, and he also it gets into his roles, like particularly with The Witcher. To my understanding, he would get very into the role, in part because he's a huge fan of the book series.
Oh yeah, oh my god, he's so handsome. Wow.
Yes, he is. But yes, he is hot.
I understand her. Okay, I get her. He's very handsome.
Actually, I'm thinking back on it because I'm currently replaying Witcher 3 the game, and I'm realizing Geralt in the game is actually more like thinly built than Henry Cavill is. And I mean to say that like he's still like muscular and buff, but it's more of like a lithe muscular, whereas Henry Cavill is Henry Cavill is just like a big person. I don't know how tall he is, but I don't know how tall he is, or how physically built he might actually be, but at least for the roles that he's playing, whether they give him like suits that make him look more muscular or not, I don't know. But man, he looks large.
Yeah, he's 6'1", so he's pretty tall.
Oh, he's pretty. Yeah, he's pretty big then. He's no Jason Momoa or The Rock, but like he's pretty sizable, dude.
Oh my god! In this red carpet picture, he's got a wide chest too, and his arms are huge.
Yeah, he's a big guy.
Look at them pecs, bro. I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. I can't. He's too handsome. I get her. I understand. Okay, I might watch it now.
The main character lady is also hot after the first couple of episodes because of the character that she's playing starts off as like an actual hunchback disabled person, but then in the process of being trained to become a sorceress, she uses magic to like fundamentally physically change her body into what the actress actually looks like, and she's hot.
What's her name?
Oh, I don't actually know, but it's very funny because there's like a tweet that the creators of the series put out time that are like, in regards to Yennefer, the name of the character, like our casting choice was a representation of like inclusivity, like you don't have to be beautiful to be an actress or some shit along those lines, and she's just like a beautiful person.
Oh yeah, she's gorgeous. Oh my god.
So they're either being really stupid in the way that they're referring to how the character is like a hunchback for the first 2 or 3 episodes, or they're just they're just wrong.
They're just wrong. They're just
because she is very conventionally attractive. Very conventionally attractive.
Well, like her chin, maybe a lot of people wouldn't like, but like. And her jaw is kind of like...
Yeah, she's got a bit of a non-standard facial features, but like...
It's good for acting, and it's good for modeling.
It's also like hardly that big of a deal. Like it doesn't really detract from her otherwise standard beauty.
Oh my god. Yeah, she's absolutely gorgeous. Oh my gosh. And I love her hair. Her hair is like so thick. Oh my god. This pantsuit that she's in is like perfect for her. Oh my god, that color. Oh my god, whoever dressed her for this magazine did a perfect job. 10 out of 10 on the pantsuit. Oh my god. Okay, I'm done looking at beautiful people. Okay, we're done. We're done looking at beautiful people, okay?
That's trespassing, My baseball landed in your backyard. I was just trying to get it back.
I mean, Date is pretty beautiful too, so. But he's a bit of a weirdo. We gotta ask the bodyguard questions. Okay.
Yeah.
Congressman Sajima was at home all Friday and Saturday.
How about from last night until this morning?
He was in his bedroom resting.
Can you prove that?
My word should be enough.
What do they do? Take a picture of him sleeping?
Are there any
So
security
true.
cameras in the mansion?
There are several. But for some reason, they are all powered off.
That's sus.
There is no image data for the past few days.
Really? That's too suspicious to ignore.
I love that face Date makes, like, it's such a derpy face.
No. It's this girl.
I showed him the picture of Iris I had.
Cute.
Ew, freak.
What was that?
Nothing.
Yeah, Date gets it, man.
You just said cute, didn't you?
I mean, she's
Did
cute.
not. You did.
Yeah, but like he's an adult. Like he's too old, man. You can't be saying that. I sound like creep. What is he, like 40 something? And she's how old?
18.
Yeah, it's just weird. It's weird. Age gap is too big. It comes out weird.
I mean, she's an idol. People be saying that about.
Yeah, and have
the
you
ones
seen
they
those
stan.
like creepy? Have you seen
Yes,
those
I've seen
creepy like
Perfect
old
Blue.
men? Those creepy old men who like simp for idols and like they're just a bunch of freak weirdos. Like they're weirdos.
What you were describing is no different than like for various team sports. I hope you realize it's just for like an individual. Actually, it's more accurate to compare that to celebrities. It's no different than simping for celebrities. Idols make it, or specifically music artists. Idols make it a little different because they have more of a interpersonal interaction with their fans. Is the biggest difference because their music is not just music. It's like a combination of music and performance art and intentional parasociality. You know, it's idols is such like an interesting industry to analyze.
I mean like and it works, but like
it represents a cross section of a lot of different art industries.
I mean, like, I like, like K-pop and like J-pop, but I'm like, I just can't be a stan like that, Like, I'm too old to be like simping for like.
Oh yeah, I could never be a stan like that. Well, I say that, but there is at least one creator in which, I mean, I'm not as obsessive as like idol fans typically are, but I perhaps am, parasocial about it to some extent.
I don't find myself being like super parasocial with like.
I'm not parasocial to the extent of like wanting to get involved in their life in some capacity.
Or like being mad if they date somebody,
Right.
Those people are creeps.
although at least with the creator that I'm parasocial towards, they're the way that they like behave and put themselves out online. Like, it wouldn't... they don't put themselves into a situation in which people should be upset if they start dating someone, Where because like idols, the way they portray themselves, is to make themselves out to be like pure individuals that you can like project yourself into.
Because it's like you're living for the fans kind of thing,
Yeah. So even though they have lives outside of that, because of the way they have to portray themselves as a part of their job, even if they can't like let out that they're dating people.
And I know it's gotten to the point to where like because like the idols used to rely on like like girl and guy groups like kind of interacting with each other. Like fans used to like that because it's like, oh, like different idols or hanging out with different idols, you know, like recently like Megan Thee Stallion collabed with the BTS, you know, rapper, and that was like really cool. You know, everybody's like all excited. Well, same thing with like idols and guy and girl idols. But now it's gotten to the point where like fans don't even want to see that because they're like, oh my god, like y'all are getting too close, like y'all look like you're dating, like gross. And so now like guy and girl idols like have nothing to do with each other.
I've actually gotten the impression it's become a lot more normalized over the years because Idol has transitioned into more of a streaming format with VTubers. And so
not with like K-pop idols, at least.
With the way that streaming works, like your content as a streamer essentially largely relies upon you talking about your own life, your own experiences, and your own perspectives on a variety of things. And so there's only so much you can hide as a streamer and still be successful. So it's become a lot more normalized for these idols and these VTubers to sort of let slip to some extent certain aspects of their personal lives, the outside of the character that they are portraying. That and people have consequently become a lot less upset about the idea that this is in fact like a real person that I am projecting feelings onto, because they have to be a real person as part of their job. And,
yeah, I mean,
and
like,
if anything, it's turned into kind of a bit where like every once in a while the streamer accidentally says something or reveals a little bit of information, and it's like, you didn't hear that. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Maybe it's that way with VTubers, but at least like K-pop idols, it hasn't gotten to that point yet.
Well, Korea's very weird. South Korea has got a lot of issues.
Socially, yeah. I mean, like, yeah. I mean, you had like the 4K movement, I think is what it's called. You know.
I don't know if it's called the 4K movement, but I just know that their hyper capitalism in South Korea, it has led to even like worse issues than we have in the United States.
Well, yeah, and then, like,
makes
women
sense since which makes sense. It's a client state of the United States to begin with.
Yeah, and then like women are to the point that they're like, men are trash because like apparently like the men just don't respect women at all. Like they don't even respect their mothers or sisters apparently, and so they're just like, we're just not gonna marry or have kids.
Well,
you know, like
it's actually more so that the gender disparity is so atrociously bad. Like,
yeah,
with the women in that country do not effectively even get the luxury of choice in that regard, because their means of success or their level of success is notably lower than men. Like, you talk about the wage gap in the United States of America, and it's like it exists, but for most industries it's like not that large. But in South Korea it's like sizable.
Yeah. I mean that's just what I've heard is that,
and like a red pillar is running the South Korean government.
Yeah. Like, I think what was it? Oh, and then I heard that some companies, or maybe it's companies, I don't know if it's a government, has implemented a policy that like couples can take a day off of work to spend time with each other. Like, I'm like, oh, is that how bad like the birth rate has gotten, that you're like, okay, let's slow down the capitalism a little bit?
Well, yeah, because the men are MGTOWs now. They're becoming men who go their own way because they fucking hate women so much.
Yeah, apparently like they're doing like deep fakes of like women and like what is it called, like AI stuff with women, and like,
yeah,
putting them out there, and so they're telling girls like in high school and middle school, like, don't put pictures of yourself on social media because you could become a target.
Yeah. And
Which I'm like, God almighty.
And essentially
Terrible.
this is all a consequence of like super ultra hyper capitalism. There's like a joke that the United States is like a handful of countries in a trench coat because of the hyper capitalism in the US, but like in South Korea it is like literally 4 countries in a trench coat. Or 4 companies in a trench coat. It is like actually only 4 companies that exist in South Korea effectively. I can't remember if they're called or if they're run by chaebols. Is the term.
Really?
Samsung being obviously the main one that is probably the most well known one in America. So they have their toes in like fucking every industry.
Oh, really?
Mainly electronics.
I guess that makes sense. And that's Samsung, you said?
Yes.
I had my washer fixed, and the repair, the lady, oh God, she was older, but she was hot. But anyways, that's a different story. And and so she came and fixed the washer, and she's like, yeah. I was like, I was thinking about getting a Samsung washer. She's like, don't, they suck. Like, they're terrible to fix, and they're just not good. Just like, oh, okay.
That's what a lack of competition will do. Product gets worse. Samsung does have good quality for certain products, but like you can't expect.
Yeah, I mean,
that,
like
you can't expect that quality to exist for everything that they make when they make everything.
Yeah, that's true. And like my dad has a Samsung phone, and he likes it, so you know it's easy for him to use, and it's held up.
That's more so That's more so the Android operating system than it is the Samsung
hardware
in particular being good. Yeah. Because with phones in particular, for the most part, you don't really notice hardware differences, I wouldn't say. It's mostly software differences, and most of that comes down to the OS. The major hardware differences that you're going to notice are going to be like the obvious stuff. Like my phone, for example, having a fingerprint scanner on the back, as opposed to like an iPhone having the fingerprint scanner on the front where you press it with your phone or whatever. Or with your thumb or whatever. Like that's the kind of hardware difference that you notice. But for the most part,
iPhone has a fingerprint scanner.
It at least used to.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I mean, it has the face
tracker. At least
tracker.
mine doesn't. Yeah, mine has a face tracker.
But like, chances are you're not pushing your phone so hard that you're utilizing its electronics to their fullest extent. Like you're not taxing the internal CPU of the phone or whatever else is in there, because you're not doing anything on your phone that would tax it that hard. For the most part, there's some people who do edge case stuff, but like not general consumer. And they always brag about like the different camera hardware that they're using, but it's like seriously, photo quality hasn't improved notably to the naked eye for the past like 7 years, if not longer, I would say.
Yeah, I never noticed, honestly.
The biggest differences have, if anything, probably been like low light photos and other stuff like that, where they've improved the not even necessarily the hardware, but the software to be able to take photos in the nighttime better. Anyways, Iris.
Did?
I thought you said Eris. I was like, huh?
No, Iris. Did too.
I said shoot. Why would you say shoot?
Look, I said I don't know her, all right? I don't know anything. Even if I did, I couldn't tell you. I'm sworn to confidentiality.
The bodyguard is standing completely still, emotionless, except for when you show him a picture of Iris, in which case he thinks that she's cute.
Oh my god, this is so pretty. Wow. Let's
Yeah.
just look at the scenery for a second. Wow.
Oh, this is a reminder. He made a shitload of money off of the district that got closed off temporarily.
Yeah. Because he could buy it for cheap after he sold it.
Yes, he sold it for a bunch of money, then the chemical plant accident happened, and he bought it back for super cheap. And the value of the land has since risen in value significantly. It has risen back up to its pre-accident levels.
Look, Aiba, a giant salamander.
Mr. Sajima is a wealthy man. Perhaps it is his pet.
Really?
She doesn't get as excited over reptiles as she does insects. There's a small island in the center of the pond. It's a pond. There are many koi in the pond, as well as a salamander.
My cousin has a pond, and she has like a bunch of koi fish and stuff. Her husband is rich, though, so she did a good job. Good for her. We're very proud of her.
Oh, I ain't saying she's a gold digger. She ain't messing with no broke. Oh, that's not a word that I should say. That's a big moss ball.
Better not, okay? I'll slap you, okay?
No, actually, it's a well-manicured tree. You must be into topiary. It's not a big moss ball.
Oh, there's this, what is it called? The Xiaoyi that I was reading. What is it called? I can't
We're never
remember.
gonna get to the
Junjo
plot.
Romantica. And, he's, like, obsessed with moss balls. It's so funny. Like, he just collects a whole bunch of moss balls and, like, takes them home. But he's, like, super rich, so, like, he gets, like, a special interest, and he just buys them so much. And he's, like, is obsessed with teddy bears, too, because he didn't have a childhood, so he just buys a bunch of teddy bears. And he has, like, his mansion. It has, like, a room full of teddy bears. It's so funny.
A garden lantern.
Well, that is strange.
Oh.
Why is Reika from the Cabaret Club over there?
That's a lantern. It doesn't look anything like her.
She's ripping into him. The Sajima residence. A garden stone.
I want to live here, man.
A tree.
You know what? We're gonna marry rich, okay? Sounds good.
Here, sleeping, of course.
Uh-huh, sure, Dad.
Why? What happened?
I don't think he could come into those murders, though.
Did you not see the news?
No, I've been reading a book. I don't know what happened, but whatever it was, I had nothing to do with it. I don't. Who is that?
I showed him the picture of Iris I had.
If he says she's cute,
No, he's not going to.
This girl.
Okay.
Do you recall seeing
Good.
her?
The bodyguard might
No,
even be in
I've
his
never
20s.
seen
I don't know.
That man looks like he's 45.
I detect no noticeable rise in So's body temperature.
This guy's a politician. Lying is his job.
True.
Well, true.
I told you yesterday. My relationship with them is perfectly legitimate.
The thermodetector is only good at detecting when people are lying, not detecting if they're not.
You were still in the middle of the story about So selling and buying the Kawasaki land.
Oh, we can continue that later.
Are you finished here?
I'm just getting started.
You won't get anything, no matter what you ask. So Sajima has nothing to do with your case.
It's my job to decide that, not yours.
Okay. I didn't want to get rough.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
But if I need to, I'll feed you to the koi.
I'd like to see you try.
Date, he's not all talk.
What?
Check his body.
Wait, he got muscles or something?
No, she's referring to a gun.
Oh.
He's packing heat.
This guy has a handgun.
It is, of course, real and loaded.
So you're carrying, huh?
What are you talking about?
Don't act dumb. I should have you arrested for firearm violation.
Why? He's on like private property. Unless you're just
Sure,
not allowed
but
to have
Japan,
guns in this universe.
Japan almost certainly has way stricter gun laws.
Oh, that's right. This ain't America. This ain't Texas. Okay?
This is not America.
I'm used to living in Texas, where you're just allowed to carry a gun anywhere you want. Okay.
even when you are acting as someone's personal bodyguard, even if that person is a politician, even if you are on that politician's private property, you are. I don't know Japan's gun laws, obviously, off the top of my head, but I would not be surprised if it is just not legal. Straight out.
Well, that's rude.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The gun you have on you.
I don't have a gun.
I know that you do.
You got a way to prove it?
I could search you.
Oh yeah? How? You need a warrant for that.
He ain't dumb, okay? He knows the law.
Are you finished? If you are done here, I'd like to ask you to leave.
Date, I don't believe we can accomplish anything further here. It's better for us to return to HQ.
This is why I hate politicians.
They sneaky, bro.
Visiting Mizuki last, just because Date residence is last on the list. Shows how much you care.
Sorry, Mizuki. We got bigger things to worry about, okay?
Are you okay?
Date.
The nurse told me you were here.
Yes, just resting. Iris's surgery was successful. They told me she would be fine. After I
Thank
heard
the Lord.
that, a weight left my shoulders, and I just collapsed.
She should get a different colored glass eye, you know?
She has two
Seems that
eyes.
she passed out and was brought here.
She hasn't lost one of her eyes, I don't think.
I thought they took it out.
No, that was Iris.
That's what I'm talking about.
Sorry,
Yeah,
did I miss a line? Did I miss a line of dialogue? Something?
They said Iris. I thought they said that the surgery was successful.
Yes, you are talking to Hitomi.
Yeah, Iris' surgery was successful. And then I was like, okay, whew, thank God. And I was like, she should get a different colored eye.
Oh, I completely misinterpreted what you were saying. I thought you could see what her eyes looked like right now. And that's why you were saying it.
No. No, I'm just chatting.
Why do you think that she should get a differently colored eye?
Because it would be cool, you know? It'd be cool for the fans, you know?
I mean, I guess. Date has two different colored eyes.
Yeah, and it's unique, man.
I mean,
saying.
Iris's, it won't be an AI, but, you know.
It could be, you know.
Yeah, the nurse told me.
But I'm fine now. I feel much better.
Honestly, I'd probably pass out too, okay? No biggie.
Hitomi, what were you doing around 3 a.m. today? I don't mean anything by it. I'm just doing my job.
I was sleeping at home. The police came and picked me up around 4 a.m. That's when I heard about all this.
Her testimony matches what was in the investigation material.
The cops came to pick her up around 4?
Correct.
How long does it take to get from Hitomi's house to the warehouse?
20 to 25 minutes by car.
And the polar bear ran out of the warehouse at around 3:15?
So, and it takes 20 minutes, so like...
Possible, but
Correct.
it's also relatively tight, you know?
That's what I was thinking. And then, like, you have to undress like, probably, like, wash off any blood that you might have gotten on you, clean up, not look like a sweaty mess because you were in a polar bear costume.
It would have all gotten on the polar bear costume. All the blood would have gotten on the polar bear costume. But you are right. Well, you're kind of right about the sweat. It was inside the warehouse, which was cold. So, like, I don't know. Maybe she could have gotten away without a shower. Either way, I mean, it's a little silly to think Hitomi is the murderer.
Yeah, I don't think she would do it. She doesn't seem like
She
has,
also
like, a
can
mean
only
bone in her
use
body.
she can also only use one of her arms.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, no, she can do it.
If you're fast, you can just make it.
Do you suspect Hitomi?
Not necessarily, but...
She can do it. And then she'd have to stab Oda on top of that. Like, I think Oda could overpower her, honestly. She can only
Even though he's tiny.
even though he's tiny. She can only use one arm. Okay.
Yeah.
Iris lost her left eye. They haven't found it yet. If the optic nerve and blood vessels are intact, they told me they might be able to restore it.
Is that real?
But I'm thankful she's alive.
I think so.
Really? Modern, even our current medical technology can do something like that?
I think so.
That's insane, bro.
But, like, it would have to be... The eye would have to be, like...
In pretty good condition.
Yeah, and, like, frozen. Because, like, my brother, when he lost his eye, like, it was so damaged that they, they couldn't do anything with it, so... And then, like, even if they attach it, she might not be able to see out of it. So, there's that.
When I was young, I lost someone very important to me. Monica Iwai, my best friend. One of the only friends I had. While I was waiting for news from Iris's surgery, I started thinking about Monica. And I felt like I was going to lose my mind.
That must have been very painful.
Yes. I am so thankful for Oda. No, words don't even do it justice. Oda saved Iris, didn't he? I heard the police talking about it. If Oda didn't go to the warehouse that night, Iris would be dead. I really don't even know what to say.
I mean, at least finally got the balls to do something heroic, you know what I mean? Because, like...
It's frustrating.
Wasn't there for Mizuki.
There isn't a bigger word for thank you.
He learned. He learned from the first time, okay?
So, Sejima? The politician?
Yes. We believe they might know each other.
I don't think so. Oda was actually one of my students. I was his teacher in elementary school. Even back then, he had such a strong sense of justice. Not that I'm one to say, but I believe he grew up to be quite an amazing young man. He risked his own life to save someone else. His mother must have raised him well.
Sorry for asking you so many questions at a time like this.
No, it's fine.
I should go.
Okay, one last stop. Sorry, Mizuki.
Saving the best for last. Because Mizuki's the GOAT.
She is. She's so wonderful. Okay, we love her.
Hey, Mizuki, could you take a break?
She's bench pressing 50 kilos. That's over 100 pounds.
Oh my god.
It's like 120 pounds, I'm pretty sure. Oh, wait, no, it's more than that. It's 100 kilos.
So 200 pounds?
Yeah, she's benching like 220 pounds.
Oh my god, girl. My girl works out. Oh, she mad. Oh, she big mad.
Oh, she's so mad. Oh, she's not even. She's so mad. She's not even responding to the question. You're mad, aren't you?
She just, you know, taking all her anger out.
Yeah, let her
Out.
finish her reps first, Date.
OMG, she's so mad.
I love how she's working out in that fucking outfit too, instead of like a workout outfit.
clothes.
Yeah.
Listen, I get it. I'm really sorry, Mizuki. Yesterday, I went to meet up with the Yakuza gang. The Kumakuras. Remember Mama said Renju had some connection with them? So I went to question them. But of course, I couldn't take a little girl with me.
I love how her ponytail's just like on the floor too.
Yeah. Well, it's also clipping through the
understand,
floorboards, but don't think about it.
Don't think about it too hard, okay?
Yeah. It's minor.
I'm not afraid of any Yakuzas.
Girl, would you bench press 200 pounds? I mean,
she with that figure.
I'd make their hearts stop beating in 3 seconds.
Cha, I believe it, honestly.
Girls shouldn't talk like that.
I fucking love
Date?
Mizuki. She's so great.
Date, don't be sexist, okay? She can talk however she wants.
That's awfully sexist of you.
We stand, Mizuki, okay?
This is why no one thinks you're attractive.
Dang, calling him out, sis. Speak your truth.
I'm attractive.
Date, unattractive. Don't call yourself attractive. It's unattractive.
You called him attractive earlier, though.
Unattractive. Okay, makes you look vain.
That's why you haven't had a girlfriend in 4 years.
My girlfriend is a ninja. You know, she's just hiding in the shadows.
Sure. So what do you want to ask me anyway?
Where's the officer who dropped you off?
I told her to go home.
And she just went home?
I said I would call her to check in.
Okay.
Why are you disappointed? Did you want to meet her?
It's not like that.
You wanted to see her boobs?
Mizuki. He's like, what do I say to that?
I thought you were more into small boobs, pervert.
No,
you know,
he likes
Aiba.
big.
I don't know. Aiba said she took the appearance of his preferences.
Yeah, oh yeah, you know that is true.
And
I like big boobs too.
Mizuki has seen his dirty magazines.
Oh yeah.
I suppose you are what they call a tit man.
Sounds like somebody that I know.
So true. You should inspect her bench press. I don't know if it actually has something to say, but it might be funny. A bench press. The weights are real iron.
They ain't fake, okay?
The total weight is 220 pounds, yeah. Not that I can actually bench that.
Date, you weak.
Meanwhile, Mizuki was sitting there just pumping them out.
Like nobody's business.
Yeah.
What a slay queen.
Trash can. Desk.
Okira Fishery is a company Grandpa made. I don't think Daddy had anything to do with it, though. Grandpa died 17 years ago. Someone else is running that company now. They aren't family. I never met him. He died before I was born.
Yeah,
But Daddy
she's
did
only
tell me
fucking
stories.
12.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of stories?
Back when Grandpa was in Great-Grandma's tummy, she was on a passenger ship that got shipwrecked in a storm.
Oh my god.
She had to have the baby out on the ocean.
Oh my god.
Hardcore.
What a queen.
On the ocean.
Yup. And then Grandpa was raised by dolphins.
Okay.
Huh?
By the time he was 10, he was catching fish with his bare hands.
You know what? I believe her.
I mean, she can bench 220 pounds at 12 years old. So
I believe it. She's
you know,
got
maybe,
supernatural powers.
Yeah, maybe her dad is not lying about her grandfather being raised by dolphins.
And catching fish with his bare hands.
Yeah.
And then Grandpa got up on land and learned language and culture and stuff. And then he decided to start up Okira Fishery.
Unimpressed.
Sounds like a tall tale.
Yeah, Grandpa was a legend.
Grandpa was based, man.
All the fishermen and sailors respected him.
That can't be true. But there's a part of me that's thinking, maybe.
It's what we're all thinking.
Yeah. After all, Mizuki herself seems superhuman.
See? I mean, gotta come from somewhere.
I'd believe her grandpa was an incredible man.
I saw the video. The one at 3 a.m. last night.
Ugh, brutal.
Ota is amazing. I'm changing my mind about that guy.
I'm still not there yet, you know, but...
Iris and Ota came out of it okay. They'll both live.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank God.
Well, what else? Are we gonna get anything else out of this,
There's a corkboard on the wall. Yeah, there's probably some jokes here and there, but...
You watch weird videos when I'm not around, don't you?
Shit.
Weird videos.
Something about cuckoldry?
So that's what he's into.
No. Those are husbandry videos.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like animal husbandry, raising livestock. Anyway, don't touch my computer without permission.
The real question is, does he like being cucked or does he like cucking people?
No, he likes being cucked, definitely.
For sure.
For sure. 1000%.
The speakers themselves are actually mostly hollow.
4 years ago, Mizuki used to hide in them to scare you, didn't she?
Yeah, and I would scold her every time.
She hasn't done such childish things lately.
Good news for me.
You think so? I imagine that a part of you actually misses it.
Large speakers. I mean, Aiba doesn't have to imagine. She's literally hooked up to his brain. The insides are mostly hollow.
Oh my god, whenever, you know, being around a bunch of siblings, okay? Like, everybody, we all used to scare each other, so we all used to hide behind stuff and, like, scare each other, so now, like, we're all, like, very jumpy now that we're adults. Like, what were we watching that was, like, kind of had, like, a jump scare, and I was like, ah! Like, yeah, that's why. like growing up, my sister used to hide behind like the dressers and like the counters, like the couch, and like hide under stuff just to scare me. Man, so rude.
Audio equipment for an audiophile.
What music is he into? I wonder.
I don't know. I'm not sure it's possible to check.
Boo! What kind of man? What kind of music is this man into?
Adarabbit is on top of the speaker, though. It's Adarabbit, a stuffed rabbit. It's a character Mizuki likes. I guess there's no point getting into it.
Oh?
It's Adarabbit, a stuffed rabbit. A bed. Mizuki sleeps there every night. A coffee table. The top is glass. A 3-seat sofa I also use as a bed. I've been sleeping here for 4 years. Mizuki took over my bed. And he has not gotten a second one because they live in a 1-room apartment.
God, that sucks.
1-seater sofa.
A studio apartment, it's not even a room.
Mizuki's clothes and mine are hanging on the rack. We each have basically one outfit. That's because we're rational people.
Sounds like autism.
I don't want to waste my precious time and brain power thinking about what clothes to wear every day. A lot of successful businessmen and scientists do it.
Because they have autism.
Okay, honestly, Mizuki and I do have other outfits. We just keep them somewhere else.
We just want to look like we're smart, okay?
My clothes and Mizuki's.
Is that it? Oh.
Big window.
But you have like no curtains over them? It must get so hot in there.
Well, more like how do you fucking go to sleep? The entrance. It would just be bright in there
Mizuki,
constantly.
Did you get rid of the Cleone in there?
I have blackout curtains in my room.
Aw, do I have to?
I need blackout curtains.
Here in Texas in summertime, it just gets too sunny, man. I just can't handle it. Gotta go night night.
Yes. If it were just 1 or 2, I'd let it slide, but there's 100 in there.
It's not my fault. They started breeding.
My refrigerator. It's packed with beer, food, and a bunch of Cleone.
What is Cleone?
I have no idea.
Googling it. Cleone. It is a genus of small floating sea slugs. Ew.
Huh.
What is their habitat?
Apparently refrigerators.
The Arctic Ocean. It lives in the Arctic Ocean and cold regions of the North Atlantic Ocean.
Are tardigrades a species of it?
I don't know. They're known as a naked sea butterfly. Sea slug. That's weird. Weird! We're just learning a bunch of new things today, aren't we?
That's what this game does, man. It's a pot. They basically, I can imagine as they were writing the game, they would just like throw in whatever random fact they learned on any given day in one of these small like flavor texts. It's like,
Yeah,
how do we work this in?
And some people are probably like, okay, whatever, didn't look it up. And I have to Google everything.
Yeah, and then maybe one of them was like really into insects, and that's why they made the Aiba obsess over insects.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
A kitchen. There are seasonings and cooking equipment lying around.
Filing cabinet.
A small filing cabinet. Yeah, I keep a bunch of documents there. The writers.
Oh, I put the notice from your credit card company in there.
Okay. The writers at Spike Chunsoft are good at maintaining a balance between serious and interesting mystery plots and brevity and lighthearted fun within those stories. There's a chair next to the desk. And like on some level, there's the criticism that some of the events that take place are like unbelievable because you have a character like Mizuki who's a 12-year-old that can bench 220 pounds.
But it's just fun.
Yeah, but on another level, the reason that it's like that is not so much. It really doesn't take away from the story in any significant capacity. It more so just like injects a little bit of, you know, fun into it. It makes it just a little bit more digestible and pleasant of an experience, even though it's literally people are being fucking murdered in brutal ways.
Yeah, it's like, oh, okay, a breath of fresh air. Okay.
There's a bra hanging from the ceiling. No, wait, just lighting equipment.
I was like, where's the bra at?
Does Mizuki even wear bras yet? That's not a question I necessarily want answered.
I mean, she's 13. Of course she does.
Yeah, but she's not exactly well grown in the area. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, but she's definitely like her nipples are like definitely poking out. So like she would need at least like.
I mean, she probably does at least just because she works out.
Yeah, that too. But like, yeah, she's definitely at least wearing a bra for sure. Definitely has had her period already.
And I mean, yeah, probably that. I mean, I do think about Onimai, you know. If Onimai has taught me anything, then regardless of her size, she probably would be wearing a bra at that age.
Yeah, definitely.
Thanks
Right,
for
see you
talking
later,
with me,
Mizuki.
It was helpful.
Was it?
No,
I had to
but it was
continue the
nice.
investigation, so...
Wait, you're leaving me again?
No.
I'm coming with you.
No.
Why?
I can't involve you. This might be dangerous.
It's okay, I'm strong. You know how strong I am, right? You were the one who knew how special I was before anyone.
Gonna cry.
It was 1 year ago. I noticed something strange when Mizuki came home from school.
Hey, what happened?
Oh, looks like she's gonna fight.
Who did this to you?
Some kids at school. 5 or 6 of them.
Oh my god.
They said I was a weirdo because I don't live with my mom and daddy. And they teased me. And I got mad and I told them to go away and they hit me.
Tell me their names.
Date's gonna go beat him up.
I'll teach the little punks a lesson.
And he would definitely beat up kids. He definitely would beat up
he
12
would
year-olds.
beat up kids. He's not a smart enough adult to know how to resolve
not
the
above
situation well. Yeah. See, he's not above beating up kids to protect his surrogate daughter, I guess.
Yeah.
His
Date,
roommate.
Wait. Adult intervention will not solve this problem. Mizuki has to deal with this problem herself.
Mizuki, come on. It's time to train.
What?
I'm gonna teach you how to kick their asses.
Let's go.
We're starting right now. Get ready.
Why the shrine?
A shrine is the perfect place for special training.
It is?
You feel better when you train in quiet, serene places like this.
She's too young to have watched
Sure,
enough
whatever.
movies to know.
First,
This is where all the
I'm
magic
going
happens.
to teach
Okay.
you 4 secrets to becoming stronger.
Oh my god.
Follow these 4 rules, and you will acquire power beyond your wildest dreams.
Okay, his voice actor is pretty good. Okay.
Date, are you playing a character or something?
I'm not Date. While we're in training, I am Master.
She's like, absolutely not. The key to victory is to kill the heart. Okay.
Mizuki, do you know how to win any fight against any opponent?
Don't get in a fight in the first place?
I mean, yeah.
She's
That
smart.
is a respectable answer, but no.
But no, we like to throw hands here, okay?
The way to win any fight is this. Hit them first, and hit them hard enough to finish them.
Yes.
I kinda get it, but...
Of course, I'm not saying that's how you should behave.
Yeah, don't just go around decking people.
But thinking about this will make a big difference in a real fight.
Yeah, okay, I get it, but... Seriously, Date, are you, like, acting or something?
Not Date, Master. In a fight, you must first be victorious in your mind.
Like, thinking I'm not gonna lose?
Exactly. I do the same mental preparation before going to a strip club.
Jesus. Okay. Date, we don't need to know your business like that, okay?
Before I go in, if I tell myself that they're all out of my league, then they will be.
They all are definitely out of your league, okay?
And they're
The
strippers
mental
too.
fight has begun the moment I put my hand on the door.
They're not interested in dating, okay? They
That's
probably all
actually
have to be
fair.
friends anyways.
It does actually make me wonder how many not even just like sex workers, but the strippers specifically have significant others. Like what the percentage would be.
I mean, I would say like probably like half. Like half of strippers at strip clubs do.
Pretty wild.
But like and usually like I've known a few girls to where like it's usually their customers, you know.
Really, that seems like not a smart idea. At least on the part of the customer, I should say specifically, because the stripper they could be fucking milking them.
I mean, Drew,
that's like
true,
a good
but-
business
but, like,
decision.
this is why I say men are easy, you know? Just saying. Y'all need to like get it together, okay?
I have it together.
Okay.
Actually, no. That's stupid.
She's like, wait, pause. I got too invested too quick.
Like, when you get into a fight, aim for the heart?
No, it's the opposite. You must kill your own heart, Mizuki.
What do you mean?
If you are going to fight, you must suppress any mercy or emotional attachment. If you have even a mote of sympathy within you, it will be impossible to fight to your potential. Do not think of your opponent as a man. Think of them as a target, a punching bag or a board.
Is that really smart?
Just a punching bag. Huh. What? Why?
The best training you could ever have is to be mindful during your everyday life. Diet and exercise form a strong body. And if you are always maturing intellectually and emotionally, you will always be able to anticipate your enemy's first move.
I get it. But you're so messy. Does that mean you can't fight?
He's like, well, I mean, look, we're not all perfect, okay? Do as I say, not as I do.
Hark, the blowing of the wind through the trees.
Oh my god, Date. You're stressing me out, bro.
You can't just say something cool to avoid my question.
Get him, Mizuki.
Anyway,
He's Mizuki's
practice
real
these 4
bad.
truths, and you will get stronger.
See, he's
This
the one
sounds
who
like a
actually
scam.
raised her.
Literally. This sounds like a scam.
Yeah.
Believe in me. If you do as I say, you'll be thanking me in time.
Are you sure?
Right, how about we do a baseline test? Show me what you've got.
Huh? How?
Let's see. How about you throw a punch? I can guess your strength from that.
If you say so, I'll give it a shot.
Punches Date, breaks the bone.
First, close your eyes and concentrate.
Like this?
Exactly. Then, punch forward.
Oh my god.
Huh?
Same. What the heck?
How is that? You don't have to be nice.
Girl, and you let those kids
I know
knock
I'm
you
weak.
out? He's like, where?
Hey, by the way, did you swing back at those bullies?
You should have.
No, I didn't do anything. There were a bunch of them. I didn't think I could.
I see. She doesn't know her own strength.
Yeah, she just has like that downer mindset.
Yeah.
And that'll keep you trapped.
I suppose not.
Mizuki, let's just say I think you should be more confident in yourself.
Really?
But never ever strike your master. That is a must.
He's like,
I
please,
do not want to go to the hospital.
please do not break my bones. You can strike the bullies at school, but not me, okay?
Yeah, you're right. In fact, you're so strong you scare me sometimes.
Well then,
No, I can't take you with me.
why not?
Because I took responsibility for you. I promised Renju. I can't put you in danger.
That's not fair. Bringing up Daddy.
Iris and Ota feel the same way. They don't want you hurt either. You have to understand, Mizuki. If I need your help, I'll let you know. When the time comes.
Really?
Yes,
Promise?
I promise. Let's go, Aiba.
Where to?
Yeah, where are we going?
Is the question. Going back to Abyss.
Before we reach HQ, let's summarize our investigation so far. There is only circumstantial evidence linking So Sejima to the new Cyclops serial killings.
I agree, but there has to be more to it.
I don't think he's involved in anything, honestly.
The Kumakuras had connections to both victims.
I mean, he is the one who
So has a connection to the
you saw get
Kumakuras.
shot by Boss at the end of the one timeline.
Yeah, but like with the actual Cyclops killings, I don't know.
There's a common link there. They have to be involved somehow.
I think it's like one of those, like in the murder mystery shows where it's like, oh, this and this happened, and then like, oh, someone gets shot here, and they're like, oh, let me give you a clue that'll lead back to the main mystery. You know what I mean? Kind of like that. You know what I mean?
So also
Probably
might
not,
have connections to Iris.
I know what I mean.
Because So appeared in Iris's Somnium?
Yeah.
I'm exhausted.
I am more interested in the hired guns that So uses as bodyguards. I did some research and discovered that Mr. Sajima hires substantial security. If all of his security staff are this heavily armed, Yakuza gangs pale in comparison.
Oh, dang.
Is So trying to start trouble?
I mean, he's like working with the Yakuza, so like,
He's
probably
also
worried that
he's just a really wealthy politician that people are not necessarily fond of.
Yeah. We got enemies.
Unknown, but there is definitely more than he is letting on. Mayumi is suffering from dementia. If Mayumi followed Ota and Iris...
And like in court, like any of her testimony probably wouldn't hold up because she does have dementia.
No.
It is highly likely that she saw the person in the polar bear costume. But...
She might not remember.
correct. Mizuki did not have any new information about Okiura Fishery. Currently, it seems there is nothing linking that company to Renju.
Still,
like
something's not right.
Actually coincidental.
There is an important piece of news.
What is it?
The Odoroki Man chocolate found at the warehouse. Fingerprints were found on it.
Uh-oh.
Whose?
Otis. Probably.
Mayumi
Oh,
Matsushida's.
Mayumi's.
Oh.
What?
So she was there.
Mayumi bought the chocolate at the convenience store 812 on Koshu. This was captured on security footage. 812 stores are commonly called 8s. 8 is not far from the Famisto where Ota stole the station wagon.
Hold on a second.
Well, unless she was following him.
I'm having trouble keeping the facts straight.
Allow me to summarize.
Please.
The chocolate was purchased yesterday at 10:33 p.m.
That's the same time Ota stole that car.
Correct.
What conclusions can we draw from that?
Unknown. All that is known for certain is that Mayumi bought the chocolate at an 8 store last night. And that same chocolate somehow ended up in the warehouse.
Did she go there and drop it?
It is possible.
Well...
I mean, she doesn't like Iris.
We'll have to see how this
Maybe
plays
she-
out.
Maybe she hired somebody to kill Iris, and so she was there. I don't know.
Sorry to interrupt your brainstorming, but there's a call from the boss.
Wow.
Connect me.
Convenient. The plot device is calling.
Did you hear that Iris's operation is over?
Yeah, I heard about it at the hospital. She made it, right?
Yes, but she's still unconscious. She's currently in the ICU. No visitors allowed.
All right.
Ota, however, seems like he can talk now.
He's out of treatment?
Yeah, he's in a general ward now.
Got it. I'll head over.
I'll meet you there.
Boss, I don't want you near Oda, okay? I don't want you
Boy, tell me what
Pop-owing
happened.
him.
Tell me what happened. Boy!
Boy, you
Boy,
better speak up.
sit your ass down,
How
boy.
are you feeling, Ota?
Oh my god.
You know, surprisingly, I'm feeling pretty good.
Morphine.
I'm still under anesthesia, so I don't have any pain.
Oh, wait till it wears off, bud. It's like, whenever I had sepsis, they gave me morphine. Oh, it was so nice. And then when it wore off, like they would try to talk to me, and I would be like, "Just give me my morphine and please leave, okay? I don't want to talk to y'all."
I mean,
okay? Just
it
give me my
totally
morphine
depends
and
on the wound. With a knife stab like that, after it's stitched up, it might just be more of an ache than anything else.
That's true. Yeah, I had like a colon infection that turned into sepsis. So yeah, that sucked, bro. It's not fun.
All right, that's good.
Ota, I'm sorry to put this on you right after your surgery, but can you talk to us for a minute?
Boss got right to business after introducing herself as boss. I don't know why, but Ota seemed almost happy to answer. Morphine. Maybe it was the drugs. Maybe it was the high from surviving a life or death situation. Or maybe it was because he saved Iris.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah. You hit me over the head with that walk, didn't you?
We're still salty about that, okay? That was very rude.
He hit Date pretty fucking hard
Tessa,
to knock him unconscious for 5 hours.
I know. I thought it was like cast iron skillet.
Well, it's probably cast iron wok.
Cause like those things fucking hurt, man.
Yeah, because it's cast iron.
Isn't there something you want to say to me?
He's like, "Oh, you want me to apologize? That's so funny."
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, he actually apologized? Wow.
It's okay. But you're not gonna get a second chance.
I won't do it again. I swear on Ganesha.
Who's Ganesha?
Indian goddess of destruction? Question mark?
Googling it.
It's an elephant. Or elephant-headed, I should say.
A Hindu god who is known for removing obstacles and is associated with new beginnings, wisdom, and luck.
Oh, okay.
He is one of the most popular deities in Hinduism and is widely worshipped.
You should swear to a god that's a little closer, kid.
Her surgery was successful, right?
Yeah, thanks to you. If you weren't there, Iris would have been in real trouble.
I'm Tessa's biggest fan.
Can we stop acting like a fanboy and like freak him out when you do that, okay?
Any fan would have done what I did.
I like the idea of Aiba just putting gifs of whoever Date is talking about in the moment in front of his eye. Like that.
I'll be like, just in case you forgot what they look like, Date, here you go.
Yeah.
It's nothing special. It's as normal as garlic and ramen.
Ramen sounds good right now.
I think that depends on preference.
Lies,
Honestly,
boss.
I'm a little bit
Garlic
scared
is
of my new
always
power.
good in ramen.
When I locked eyes
I
with
love
that
garlic
polar
in
bear,
anything.
I saw him start shaking.
Okay, Odo.
He saw how strong I was and got scared, no doubt.
Literally a foot
Ota's
taller
body
than
temperature
Oda.
is rising.
He's embellishing his story quite a bit.
I think we can let that go today.
Yeah, I mean, he just had surgery. He's high. Like, it's fine.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, he's not lying about anything important. Obed.
Hey, Date. I don't think I can sleep by myself tonight. Will you sleep with me?
What?
Why me?
Oh, then that old woman over there is fine.
Old woman?
That is so rude.
Obed. Well, to be fair, boss's age is unrevealed. A bedside
Is there
table.
a bedside table when you move it away from the bed?
I suppose
Yes.
then it's just a table.
No, because it has drawers.
A bedside table on the bedside. An LCD TV.
Hey, Date. When are you planning on leaving? The good stuff is gonna come on soon.
You're not watching that tonight.
Were you watching the stream? A big polar bear.
Yes, I'm talking about who was inside. Did you see them?
No. Whoever it was probably wearing that costume to hide their identity.
Oh yeah, it's definitely not Hitomi because they're using the right arm in the polar bear suit right there, and that's her at the armor first. That's disabled.
Yeah, that's right.
Why did Date even fucking question her?
You know, because we just need to hear from Mom, okay?
That's...
Come on, spit it out, Oda. Haven't you been through enough? Spit it out.
Sorry. I promised that I wouldn't tell anyone.
You bitch.
Then I'll tell Iris about your fake accounts. You know what happens after that, right? Everything you built up here is gonna come crashing down.
But I can't tell you.
Man, even when he's high as a kite, he's still keeping a secret. I mean...
Why not? Calm down and think about it. The criminal who attacked Iris is still out there. Iris might have seen the criminal's face. Whoever did this might come back to kill her.
No.
If you want to protect her, the fastest way is for us to catch this guy. But to do that, I need information.
Okay.
I took the chocolate out of my pocket and showed it to Oda.
Does this jog your memory?
Oh, that.
What? Do you know something about it?
Oda! Keeping secrets. Now's not the time, bud.
You don't have to show me the thermograph. It's written all over his face.
He is a bad liar.
Absolutely.
You mean after hitting you with the walk?
Yes.
I took Tessa in the van and we ran away. I drove for a while, then we decided to take a breather.
I thought Oda stole the car too, though.
He did.
Maybe they'll...
I parked the car at Famisto on Koshu. I told Tessa I was gonna go in and buy something to drink. I got out of the car, and I went inside. But then, I heard Tessa screaming, "Ota, help!" I ran out of the store as fast as I could, but the car was driving away! I looked around, and I saw there was a car with its engine still on, and...
The station wagon, right?
Yeah. Before I even realized what I was doing, I was behind the steering wheel. I didn't mean to steal it. I just needed to borrow it.
The time was 10:33 p.m. Now we know why Ota stole the station wagon.
Remember when I told you about my day Saturday? I kind of lied a little.
What did you lie about?
When I got to Sunfish Pocket, I saw a sign that said the place was all rented out. That part is true. But after that, I said I went home, but I didn't. I was hanging out in Akihabara for a few hours.
Is that when you bought your new phone?
Yeah.
Why did you hide that?
Because something happened after.
Ota's lying down in bed.
This must have been about 8:50. I was going to cross the intersection in Akiba, and I saw Mr. Okiura's car at the light. But when I got close, I saw Tessa driving it.
Iris was driving it?
Huh?
This is in regards to Renju's murder, in case you forgot.
Whoa! You surprised me!
I'm more surprised than you are. Is something wrong?
What do you mean? Hey, Tessa, do you have a license?
Oh, yeah, of course I do. Not have one.
You don't have a license?
Shh.
As long as you don't get
Mr.
pulled over.
Okiura asked me to run an errand. I had to borrow his car. Please don't tell anyone.
Okay.
You promise?
Anything for you.
Ew.
After that, the light turned green and she drove off.
Was Iris the only one in the car?
Yeah, it was just her. That's what I meant by that thing.
Mm.
An idle driving without a license is a huge deal. So I kept quiet.
It seems like an awfully small thing to lie about.
I mean, it was illegal.
Saturday at 6:15 p.m., Ota saw Iris and Renju together. They were leaving the Sunfish Pocket building. 2.5 hours later, Ota witnessed Iris driving Renju's car. What are your thoughts?
This is sounding really bad for Iris.
But consider the current circumstances. Iris had her left eye taken out by a criminal who is possibly the new Cyclops killer. And if Ota had not reached her in time, she would have been killed.
What is going on here?
What is going on here? 'Cause I wanted to say, well, maybe she set it up. But then I was like, no, because in the other timeline, she literally gets murdered. Hmm. I mean, it's possible she had something to do with Renji's murder, but like, to get her eye taken out? I mean, like, maybe it was like revenge for his murder. Maybe somebody else figured it out.
The answer will be awesome.
I took the car, then drove out onto Koshu, but I couldn't find the van anywhere. I searched for what felt like hours.
You didn't contact the police?
I thought after I hit you.
You shouldn't have worried about that.
But that's all that I was thinking at the time. I thought that if I called the cops, they'd arrest me.
Somebody got stolen and they were, like, or kidnapped.
Look, nobody ever said he was smart, but also the cops are not good at their jobs most of the time either, so.
I wasn't thinking clearly. I was panicking.
Well, I did hear about this story where, like, these people were in this house, okay? And, like, this couple was, like, murdered. They murdered one guy, and then they were torturing two other women, and one woman was, like, escaped from the house, and she called the police, and the police came, and, she was, like, she had a warrant out for her arrest. And she was like, if I come in and, like, give my statement about, like, what's going on in the house, like, will I get in trouble? And they're like, no, you won't get in trouble. Like, you won't get arrested. You won't go to jail. Da-da-da. We'll talk to the judge. And she ended up having to go to jail. Even though she was in this house, like, she almost got murdered. She was beat up and tortured.
Yeah, classic
Because
cop
she had a
shit.
warrant. Because she had a warrant, like,
You know,
she had to go to prison.
You don't take plea deals like that without a lawyer present.
Yeah, but like whenever you just come out of a house where you have just been tortured for like hours, it's like, of course you're not thinking straight, you know? And I think she also like had been on drugs too, so, you know. It was just like a really bad situation, but I was like, that fucking sucks.
Lawyer
I don't even know how
folks,
long
don't ever talk to a police officer without a lawyer.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I get it. She was like, I'm not sure if she was like raped, but like, she had been tortured. But man, it was crazy. That situation was crazy. Those people were crazy. Talk about a house of horrors, man.
And that's why I didn't realize it right away.
Realize what?
My phone. I left my new phone in the car.
Why's that so important?
Tracking.
Because the phone had GPS on it. If I looked it up, I would find the location of the van.
Smart.
And that's how he found himself
So I drove
at the
as
fishery.
fast as I could to an internet cafe and looked it up. That's when I found out my new phone was at a warehouse near the water. You know the rest. Did you see me turn off the saw?
Yeah, but everything after that was off screen. What happened?
I honestly don't remember much. My mind went blank. I remember rushing the bear, and I think I was fighting him for a while. And we got tangled up.
Oh my god, what if it was a mom and the mom stabbed her kid with a flour knife?
And then, before I knew it, he got me in the stomach with a knife.
That's my story.
Just to make absolutely certain, you didn't see who was in the suit?
No, I didn't.
Voice? Body type?
Nothing. Sorry.
Anything at all you can remember?
Well, we have an option for that, Date.
I'm sorry, I told you everything. I can't think of anything else.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Date, look.
Oh, come on.
He's lying?
Yep.
After all this, what is he trying to hide?
Same here, Date. Come on, kid.
Well, the answer seems pretty
Date,
evident.
Ota is acting strange.
What if it was his mom? What if it was his mom?
Yeah, his mom is the one element that we haven't lined up yet. So he's withholding information about her.
Yeah, I'd keep her safe.
I advise caution.
What do you mean?
What the?
How did you fucking sneak that into the hospital?
Exactly. And like, with nurses checking on you like every hour, they don't see your knife that you're hiding under the
I
covers.
don't believe it.
Same here, Date. What the heck is wrong with this kid? I'm screaming. I hate this kid, man.
He's holding a knife.
I'm sorry if my mom was involved in a murder. Sorry, mom. Like, you're going to jail, mom. I'll go visit you in prison. Like,
Why does he
Your
have
mom
that?
doesn't have dementia.
even if my mom. Okay. That'd be a tough one then. But I wouldn't ever leave my mom by herself if she had dementia, okay? Like my grandma had dementia. Did we ever leave her by herself? Let her wander around by herself? No. You know? So like, man, when he was too busy hanging around Iris.
In any case, you know what you have to do now.
I know.
Let me go! Let me go!
What the hell do you think you're doing?
Shut up! Just let me go!
What was that?
Quick thinking, boss.
Sleeping gas. Now you've done it. I can't question him like this.
But you can still get information
Yeah, we got options.
inside his head.
Can he even consent?
No. When was the last time Abyss acquired consent? Do you think they acquired consent from Mizuki when she was mute?
She could still ride?
Dante, as you know, the limit is 6 minutes. Please, do not go over it.
Won't be a problem. But are you sure
He
this
also
is okay?
fucking yeeted him out of the
Just
hospital
came
for
out of
this.
surgery.
If anything happens, I'll take responsibility.
But
It's fine. Just get it done.
Boss is just such extrajudicial authority. Yeah, the game does play fast and loose with laws and regulations sometimes. You know?
Literally. I'm like, wait, pause. He's literally unconscious.
On the one hand, you could get somebody for having a firearm unauthorized, but on the other hand, you can just take someone out of the
Can you please take me with you?
hospital bed immediately after surgery
Lord have mercy on my soul.
and dive
As
into
long
his
as I have
subconscious
Wi-Fi, I don't need anything else.
without consent.
sorry, we can't have pets.
What?
Cold-hearted old man.
She's acting like a cat in a box in the street.
Is this the cold storage warehouse?
Seems to be.
Not a manga cafe? Or otaku shop?
No, but a warehouse is a commonly used location in live-action dramas.
You know a lot.
Predicting this, I did some research on Ota's taste.
I see. By the way, are you smaller?
Either that, or everything else is bigger. Interesting.
Interesting.
Hey, that's
Polar Bear?
Yep.
It's because Oda's so short, you know.
No, it's actually not. It's because he's aggrandizing the events that occurred.
I thought mine was funnier, but okay.
Stop right there!
I mean, yours was funnier.
The earth cries out! The crowds roar!
I can't.
Calling on me to strike back
I need to
against
walk away.
evil!
Okay, I need a
It's
minute.
Kamen Rider.
I can't.
Hold on, Tessa! I will save you!
I'm gonna unalive myself. This is too cringe. This is too cringe. I'm so disgusted.
Did a fucking flip.
I will protect Tessa!
I'm so disgusted right now.
Is this from the stream we saw earlier?
This is Ota's memory of it. It appears to be a bit exaggerated.
Does he have dementia too, like his mother? Is this dementia hereditary?
All right, let's help reproduce the memory.
Dementia is.
This is how he sees it in his head.
How do you see something so fake in your head? Like, what?
Because adrenaline. Like this is how he conceptualized it. He might not even directly remember it as happening this way, but it's how he conceptualizes the events that occurred. You know?
No, I don't know. Because I'm like, that's not how it happened, bro.
It's about feelings over facts.
Somnium scan. Activate.
From inside the box. You also get different music than usual for this one.
Yeah, I hate it because it's Oda's theme song, apparently.
The bear.
Oda himself.
Yeah. Reproduce the fiery battle between Oda and the polar bear. Save Iris, save the world. Sinking in the Swain!
Curse you, polar bear! I will vanquish you! But if I rush in, I'll slip on the ice and fall! Like this.
It's an actual comic book.
Damn it! If I go in like that, I'll have nothing to show for it! All of it amounts to nothing. What will I do?
Same, Aiba.
I don't know what that was exactly, but the knowledge you gained might be useful.
I did not want to use my local storage space for this.
Same.
So you could see it throughout the cutscenes, but you know the like extra content, hidden elements in the Somniums? You can see it on the right there. If you go behind the racks, you can pick that up.
The ice on the floor is slick.
Yeah, but it's not important, so if you don't want to, then, you know.
Wait, what did you say? Behind the rack?
If you go behind the racks, that's how you pick that up.
Pick what?
You might have to go... No, you can go behind from that side, I think. That. Oh, no, you do have to go behind from the other side. This is the way it's positioned.
Wait, how do you turn the camera? Beep, 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 beep. Wait, how do you go... Oh, this way.
Yeah.
What?
Got some Oda probably character art or concept art. That's the word.
Oh, this is the camera.
Yeah, nice angle.
Sorry, girl. I'm just trying to. What the heck? It's like.
It's because of the interaction with the wall. Yeah, nice angle.
There we.
Alright. So you have to
Hi,
figure
doggy.
out. So you have to figure out what to do about the ice on the ground.
Beep, beep. Hi, doggy. What do you want from me? Doggy, can't you see I'm busy? How about you mind your
The
business?
ice on the floor is slick.
Let's see, let's see. Let's try.
Lie down is probably funny.
The orthodox method. Understood. Huh?
Well, it worked.
Are you laughing at me?
It was pretty funny, Aiba.
No, not at all.
Those who don't fight won't survive!
Oh my gosh. There you go.
Ooh, you got two paths.
Oh. Boo Boo, I need both hands, so I can't pet you right now.
Damn! He's too strong! It sucks, but this is war after all! Tessa! May the glory of victory be yours!
It's over.
I suppose we have no choice but to find the glory of victory.
Weird.
So it looks like you have to escort Oda to either the green or the red shelf.
forgot which one moved the thingy. How do I do that?
WASD
Do I
is
go to Oda?
character movement, arrow keys is camera movement. Either the green or the red shelf. That
What do
is
you mean by-
probably the green shelf. Oh, actually, maybe. Unless that's the red shelf right there. But there's nothing to interact with there. You guide him, you escort him to either the green or the red shelf using...
Where's the red shelf? There?
I don't know.
I guess it's that one. How do I escort him? What does that
You have to
mean?
interact with something.
What about this plate?
A plate attached to the shelf. The cold has frosted over it.
Don't forget to use your timey.
How do I do that again?
ZT space. You should...
What?
No. You should familiarize yourself with the keyboard. I don't use this keyboard unless you play this game. QWERTY keyboards are all formatted the same way, okay? So if you put your index, middle, and ring fingers on WASD,
they're on.
Now Z and C are directly below A and D. So all you have to do is shift your ring and index fingers down in order to touch C and C. And then your thumb should naturally be on the spacebar button.
Breathe out, wipe off, or punch. Maybe we should just punch it, bro.
Did you hit space to... You have to select it with space. You have to actually, like, confirm it. There you go.
No, guess not. Oh, we're little. We're not strong enough, huh?
Well, it's also like, what did you expect to accomplish by punching it?
I was only using 92% of my power.
It's basically 100%.
A plate attached to the shelf.
Breathe on it? Maybe we should breathe on it.
But then, something strange happened.
What's happening? Oh, that's bright.
What is this?
The letter A?
It's ASET's logo. Iris's logo.
Oh. Like, what does that mean?
That knife.
We're out of options! Tessa!
And you guided him over to the green shelf.
I would have died already. Next time, you will get me. That's just destiny. No! I will fight destiny and win!
There you go, Oda.
I'm the one who has to help him.
We have to make Hero of Justice Ota fight back and look cool doing it.
Counterattack
Okay.
ignited. Move the wooden box.
Maybe.
So now I have to figure out how to move it.
The forklift.
A forklift.
Pray.
Swordy.
What is that top one?
Swordy.
What does that mean?
I don't know if I have an adequate way of explaining it, but it's like the most common use I've seen for it is for like a military company when they're grouping up and preparing to head out. They're sortying. If that makes sense.
Oh.
I'm not entirely sure what it means in this circumstance, though.
Well, let's do that one then.
What? Sortie?
This is Ota's world, right? Your role in this dream is to assist Ota in his fight against the polar bear.
Lousy Ota. Thanks to him, my image as a cool intellectual has been destroyed. All systems green. Synchronization rate 6%.
Oh, so it's LARPing. That's what it means in this
Cargo
circumstance.
handling car. Forklift. Sortie.
Oh, it's a reference to like fucking either Voltron or Power Rangers or whatever. That's what it is.
Oh.
It's because they're the machines that they hop into to like do the stuff. To those machines sortying is when they call the machines to their aid.
Oh, okay. I was like, we're both like, I don't know. And I'm like, let's do that one then. Okay.
Yeah,
Correct
that makes a lot of sense.
That would be something he would do.
I can't stand.
No,
I'm weak.
I would not LARP like that.
Did he really help Iris like that?
We have no choice but to have Ota do it. We need him to stand up.
Okay, we gotta help him stand up.
Yeah. Brave hero, disarmed the foe.
Disarm the foe.
I'm realizing this Somnium looks like it has a lot of like flavor text because it's giving you a lot of shit to interact with that you can't do anything. That doesn't do anything.
Disarm. Maybe the ice cutting machine?
You can also interact with Ota. Interacting with Ota is what I would expect to be the solution. Do you need to like do you need the camera controls to be like inverted or something?
Ota is still down.
Oh, and it doesn't tell you how much time those actions are gonna take, so you wouldn't know how effective the timey is or how long each one takes. It also No, that's if it's going to take up the rest of the time that you have, it would say that it would take up the rest of the time that you have. No, that's just an unknown amount of time, I'm pretty sure.
Maybe we should just cheer him on, man.
Ota will feel the worth of Iris's peace when he grasps it.
The ghost inside me whispered. That's right. I can't run away now. I can't sacrifice.
I get the feeling most of those options would have actually worked.
Awaken the soul.
Honestly.
There.
Oh. That's his mom's knife. Boo boo, I'm trying to play a game. I don't want to pet you.
I suppose we'll find out when we actually do the other path of this Somnium, but I wonder if this is a rare case where the outcome of the Somnium actually indicates that a different thing happened in the warehouse. Because you don't know what happened until this Somnium, and one of the options is to like go to the green shelf and hit the crate down and to have him try to use the crate to win. And the other option is to have him go to the other shelf and do whatever is over there. So I wonder if the different options in the Somnium are effectively different things happening in the warehouse.
That's interesting.
Cannot confirm though, because long time since I played this game.
That seemed easier than the other ones, man.
Yes.
Than Iris's.
Yes.
Ours was freaking hard.
Well, keep. Okay.
Sorry that I had to get rough with you, kid.
Did you say something?
Well, that one was very straightforward, but it does give you a lot of options of stuff that, you know, you shouldn't do. That would waste all of your time. But yeah, it was a lot more straightforward than Iris's.
And the other one, what was the other one? Was
Falco?
No, the other one's Iris's. Yeah.
Seriously,
Falco's
dude?
wasn't that bad either. Falco's was interesting, where every single object could advance it, and you had to choose several to advance it, and it was more about time management and figuring out how long different actions would take. And also, each individual object, it wasn't obvious which one of them would advance it forward. Which option?
So sorry, Ota. Date told me to be the bad cop.
Oh, she sounded so sexy when she said that.
Yeah, she makes for a good bad cop.
I did not.
Temper, temper.
Whatever. Anyway, Ota, I have some things I want to ask you. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. Let me get right down to it. Your mother, Mayumi Matsushita, was at the warehouse, wasn't she?
I knew it. And there's like certain kinds of dementia, because there's a lot of different types of dementia, where like they can become extremely violent and like chop murder. Like Robin Williams had that form of dementia, and that's why he like committed suicide, because he didn't want to like end up like super violent. Know what I mean, Jellybean?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
The question is, in what capacity was Mayumi at the warehouse?
Mm-hmm.
Was she there?
Because you could have just saw what happened and just like shut down. But you could just not like Iris and just like, you know, just like, oh, well, she's on the table, like, oh, whatever.
Why would she be? That happened at 3 a.m. She was at home asleep.
And you know, there's sundowners too.
Then why did we find evidence at the crime scene?
Evidence?
Sure, it might not prove she was there, but it makes it likely. The evidence is...
Okay. Would have to be... What prison Mayumi was at the scene? Was the knife there?
The knife was there, yes. We actually saw that in the other timeline. The knife was at the crime scene and it was picked up, but it didn't go to anywhere because we didn't have any use for it in that timeline. But yes, it was.
But we can use it in this timeline?
Well, we saw that the polar bear was wielding it in the dream. But
the polar bear dropped the weapon in Ota's somnium.
Yes, but we do not...
It was the floral pattern kitchen knife.
It was not picked up as evidence.
On the handle were the words, "Mom, I love you always."
This time around, it was not picked up as evidence.
From this, we can conclude that the knife...
I know.
The Odoroki Man chocolate had Mayumi's fingerprints on it.
That's right. But the streaming equipment doesn't mean anything. Fisheries, like, nothing. Two cars. Not really.
Doesn't indicate anything either. I took it out of my pocket and showed him.
The Hodoroki Man chocolate.
The same one I showed you at the hospital. I found it in the corner of the cold storage warehouse.
So? That doesn't prove anything.
Mayumi's fingerprints were on the package.
What?
You have a bad poker face, Ota. Your reaction tells me Mayumi didn't give this to you and you dropped it on your own.
That information is confirmed. Ota's fingerprints were not found on the package.
Mom isn't the killer!
I didn't say that she was. I'm saying that she was at the scene. and so are you.
Wait a minute. Why do you think Mayumi isn't the killer, Ota?
Because I was face to face with that polar bear when we fought. I could tell it wasn't my mom, even through the costume.
Yeah, an old lady in that costume.
What happened, there's no way that my mom would stab me.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense for Mayumi to be the polar bear, but she was at the crime scene.
Why are you covering for her?
Covering?
That's why you're lying
She's
to
his
me,
mom.
right?
I'm not.
Are you sure about that? You must have seen direct evidence of Mayumi being at the warehouse, but you're hiding that from us. Or maybe even you're starting to suspect her.
I am not.
Sure.
What are you accusing me of anyway? What do you think I'm hiding?
What is Ota hiding? It's gotta be this, right?
Yeah, maybe the one thing that wasn't at the crime
kitchen
scene.
knife with a floral pattern. Mom, I love you always is carved on the handle.
Ota gave me that knife for Mother's Day when he was in elementary school. He knows how much I love flowery designs.
You were stabbed by that very same knife.
How do you know that? The criminal
Magic.
ran away with the knife. No one was supposed to see it.
I knew it.
No, my mom didn't do it.
Then why did you not mention the kitchen knife earlier?
Because I know how it looks. I thought Mom would get accused, and then she would have been brought in here and interrogated.
Yeah, but you're making it seem more fishy by like not revealing it ahead of time.
I didn't want to put her through that.
And yeah, the fact she has dementia, like her testimony probably wouldn't even be worth anything.
And Mom never liked Tessa.
Yes, we know. Trust us, we know. Okay.
So maybe, just maybe, Mom hired someone to kill Tessa.
Oh, that isn't that what I said?
Did you say that?
Isn't that what I said?
I don't remember that.
I did say that.
I believe you.
Okay, look, I said that.
And she gave them that kitchen knife. I don't know. I thought of it that way. Like that would ever happen. I know it sounds crazy, but after I saw that knife, I just lost it. Please, you have to believe me. Mom isn't a serial killer.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I wouldn't think she'd commit all those murders, honestly.
Yeah.
You do?
It's just not plausible.
I do.
Isn't the weight limit on the elevator, too? Like,
I don't think it's possible for Mayumi to have kidnapped Iris. Because...
Oh, there's also that. Yeah.
Because... Why couldn't Mayumi have kidnapped?
If I'm to give you a hint, it has to do with the purchase of the chocolate.
Right, because wasn't it like ahead of... It was like around the same time? He was kidnapped?
It was at precisely the same time as Ota stole the car.
And then would it have to be the two cars as well?
Yes.
The Matsushida's van was stolen from the parking lot of the Famista while Iris was in the car. That was yesterday, 10:32 p.m. 1 minute later at the 812, which was about 100 yards away, Mayumi bought the Odoroki man chocolate. She entered the 812 about a minute earlier. This was all caught on
Now she can
security
actually be in
cameras
two
at the
places
store.
at once.
That means it's impossible that Mayumi could have taken the van. And that means that Mayumi being the polar bear is also next to impossible.
Phew.
However, I can't completely clear her.
What?
You said it yourself. She could have hired someone to commit the crime.
But that was...
In any case, I need to hear from Mayumi herself. I need to hear her explain the chocolate, the knife. There's a lot to cover.
Are you gonna have to dig through her memories too?
I'm gonna head to Matsushita Diner.
I mean, she has dementia, so is there a choice?
Then it's like, man, hers is gonna be all jumbled up. I assume, like, even in the Somnium, like, wouldn't the dementia affect the Somnium?
Well, we'll have to find out.
Hey, wait a minute!
Don't worry. I'm not going there to arrest her. I'm going there to clear her of suspicion.
Really?
Yes.
That's
You
cop
won't
speak.
arrest her?
Your mother wouldn't kill anyone. Right, Ota?
Thank you, Date.
Okay, I gotta go.
Okay. So close to the end of the timeline too.
No, we gotta go. I'm tired.
Okay.
I gotta wake up early tomorrow.
I am off work tomorrow.
Sorry for the late night, Miss Matsushita.
For a dentist appointment. If you want to also play tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll probably be able to.
Okay. Later.
Bye.